Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and welcome to our Spirit Animal Sunday for August 15th. This is going to be your weekly messages and tarot readings for the week ahead, coming from the Spirit Animal Kingdom. We will be using the Animal Spirit Oracle from Colette Baron-Reed. We will be using the Arc Animal Tarot, which I absolutely love. And I will be using, I'm trying to remember what this one is, the Divine Animal Oracle by Sean Gibson. So we'll be using those for the affirmations. I hope you guys have been doing well out there this week. Venus, our planet of love and relationships, is getting ready to move into the sign of Libra tonight, around about midnight, 1 a.m. Eastern time here. And so that's really going to be a good energy. I've talked about that a little bit on our last live stream. And, you know, that's going to be a great energy for all relationships. Even if you're like me and you're a Capricorn and that sign of Libra actually squares your sign, you'll still be getting a lot of benefit from it, because Libra is the sign of harmonious relationships, diplomacy, balance, equilibrium, and fairness, justice, you know, contracts and mutual agreements that are good for both parties. So, you know, this is a good energy that's coming up here, guys. You'll definitely be feeling that in the week ahead. So yeah, let's go ahead and get ready. I'm just going to dig right into these. And do them quickly, and people that come in as they come in are absolutely welcome as we do our live stream here. I will be opening up the chat after I do all 12 of our general readings. I will be reading Aries through Pisces. We will finish those, and then after that I will open up the chat for personal questions with a $10 minimum donation. So if you are donating for a mini question reading, let me or one of my moderators know that, so that I can go ahead and put you on the list. So, and if you haven't yet done so, I do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family, give it a like up, let me know you enjoy the content here, and if there's other people or friends that you have that might enjoy these readings, please do share, always. So let's go ahead. I'm going to burn some sage, some sweetgrass. We're going to clear our space. I'm going to invite in our divine animal friends. I actually had a really interesting, I found a feather outside today. It was from a cardinal. I could tell because it was kind of that rosy reddish color. I was like, yep, that's a cardinal feather. So I did have one of those put right in my path today, which was very special because I have not actually found any feathers. In spite of there being so many birds here, I haven't found a feather in a while. So I took that as a very special message indeed. So let's go ahead and bring that in. I'm going to spray a little bit of holy water here to get us going. And also to get my hair cut. My hair is all over the place. It's very wild today. And I'm going to hit a couple of our tuning forks. I will be using the sun and the earth to give us a little bit of grounding here. Hey there, Krista. Good to see you. Got something in my eye. It's bugging me. It's probably a piece of bunny fur. Hate to say it, but it probably is. Alright, y'all. Try to get this out of my eye. Oh my goodness. anything having bunnies or any fur-bearing critter around, you're always going to deal with stuff getting in your eyes. Hopefully that'll settle down. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to jump right on in. Let's start out with our Aries for the week. Let's see what animal messages are coming through for you guys. All right, Aries. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries for this week ahead. Any messages and guidance they need for their highest good. And let's start out with one spirit animal messenger that will be helping them the most for this week ahead. Aw, and you know, I keep saying it. There's a lot of Libra energy around you these days, Aries. There really is. When I see the dog spirit coming out, it makes me think of Libra energy because the dog, you know, in the Chinese lunar cycle is akin to Libra energy. Venus is also going into the sign of Libra this evening, and you are pulling the dog spirit as your main guardian of the week. So be loyal to what you love, to who you love. You know, the dog is all about loyalty, fidelity, honor, protection, and guardianship. Beautiful energy. One of my favorites, really, because it's just such a beautiful, loyal, you know, devoted kind of spirit. So let's get into your tarot messages for the week ahead, pulling 3 to start our Aries out. Very interesting, Aries, and one of your power cards is in here too. So we're starting out this week for you with the Dolphin Spirit or Knight of Cups. So to me, Knight of Cups is always those love offers that you are making or someone is making to you. It's very Pisces kind of energy. Joy, true romance. It can also be a very seductive energy, that feeling of being swept off your feet, falling in love. So sometimes it's important to just kind of watch. You know, if it's somebody completely new, you might want to be careful to make sure that their intentions are honorable, right? You know, check in with that kind of dog spirit. Is this a loyal, devoted person, or are they just, you know, telling me what I want to hear? So feel it out with your intuition, because we have the owl spirit coming up next, the moon card. The moon is ruled by Pisces. The Knight of Cups is a very Piscean energy card, so you may be dealing with a Pisces this week, or someone that has that very Pisces kind of spirit, very emotional, moody, creative, dreamy, imaginative, or you might be embracing that kind of energy yourself. The moon is the ability as well to see through the darkness into the heart of what's really true. So if you do have someone in your life that you're a little bit confused as to what their true motivations are, it's a good idea to check in with your deeper intuition. That's definitely coming from the owl and the moon. Going into our last card, here's one of your power cards, Aries, is our snake spirit, which is the same as the tower card. And the tower card is ruled by Mars, which is your ruling planet. That's why it's one of your power cards. And so this can be unexpected change, shocking awareness, something coming apart or being dismantled that you truly needed to have come apart so that you can move in a better direction. On the bottom, we do have our rabbit spirit. That's our 7 of Pentacles. And this is reaping what you sow, being constant, being stable, one piece at a time, weeding that garden, making sure that what you're working on comes full circle. Be a little patient this week, Aries. I know you don't like that word always, but be a little patient with yourself and others this week. I wouldn't jump into anything too fast. I feel like if you use your intuition, things can change a lot quicker, right? Things will be made clear. And I think that, you know, for some of you, not all, you know, those tower cards can be interesting because, you know, for some people it feels like this shocking change or something very surprising. But honestly, I feel like most people, when they get a Tower card, they're like, oh yeah, I know what that's about. I know what's coming down. I know what needs to be changed or altered. It's a transformation, and ultimately it's a liberating energy. So be patient with yourself and others, and use your intuition this week, Aries, about who's loyal to you. And absolutely tuck in a little closer to the people that you know have your back with that dog spirit. Let's get an affirmation animal for your week ahead. Yeah, see, I like I said, it's like take it easy the early part of the week because things are going to speed up. Look at that. We got one of our fastest animals here is the cheetah spirit. Focus, clarity, and speed. Hey there, little Virgo. Appreciate you being here. I will put you on the list. You will be #1. I'm going to do all my general reads, Aries through Pisces. So it'll be a little bit, but then I will you will be the first one in the list. You are being guided to be mindful and value yourself and others. Strategize your days. Be patient, right? So it's an interesting message for you this week, Aries, to be patient and take action towards your heart desires. So it's really a balance of speed and patience, knowing when to hold back, knowing when to push and push ahead, okay? So you have become what you need to change your life today and become the best version of you. This is a great week ahead. I think it's going to work out for you. Just remember, you know, take it easy and don't push ahead unless you feel like it's right to do so. That's really important. All right. So we got one person in the house for a question. So I'm going to write down your name. So you will be first on the list. And I also want to tell you, Miss Virgo, that if for any reason you need to leave the chat or you can't stick around till I'm ready to do your read, I will bump you to the next live stream that I do, because I do regular lives. So don't worry, you won't not get your read. I'll always make that work for anyone, however their schedule or my schedule is. It's always, you know, always make sure that you're in the queue. Hey there, Tasha. Good to see everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here. I saw Krista. I think I saw Silver Star. Yuyi is here. Bunch of folks. Sheila, Gwen. Yeah, you're all here. Good to see ya. Okay, so Taurus, you are up next. Let's see what we've got for you guys. Yeah. All right, Taurus, let's jump on into it. Let's see what we have coming up for you this week. Dear animal guardians, friends, and guides, please show us what you have for our fabulous Taurus folks this week ahead in the spirit animal world. Let's start out with one main spirit animal guardian that will be helping them the most this week. And show us what they need for their highest good, please. Let's look at Taurus. All right, Taurus, we've got the Fox Spirit coming out. Think on your feet. So the fox to me is about cleverness, agility, gracefulness, the ability to, you know, think quickly, to move quickly, to use, you know, your skillful mind. You know, there's, to me, like it's a little bit of Mercury energy, right? Because it's really about being mentally flexible, mentally quick, right? Using that agility as you need to. Sometimes being a little careful, you know, who you're around. The fox is always very careful about where they step and where they go, and they are a very quick creature. They can get back out of a bad situation very fast if they need to. So let's get into your animal tarot for the week, Taurus. Let's get 3 on this, please. Nice. Ooh, some very interesting energy coming up for you guys. I feel a little bit that you're going to be kind of sticking to yourself this week, Taurus, a little bit. First off, we've got the Snow Leopard Spirit. That's our Hermit card, right? So this is, to me, you know, this is Virgo energy. We do have still a decent amount of Virgo energy this week because Mars and Mercury are both still in that sign this week, and that does make a trine to Taurus. So I do feel that there is still a good bit of your energy that might be directed inward. You might feel a little bit more introverted this week. This is a good time for healing, getting extra rest, and really checking in with yourself to make sure that things ring true. Because to me, the Hermit is always about seeking your true self, right? It's that spiritual seeker. In the center, we also have the Wolf Spirit, our Knight of Pentacles. And to me, the wolf can be, you know, the lone wolf. It can also be the wolf pack. So it works equally well as a group and as a single. But to me, I'm just feeling like this is more about just you kind of doing your thing and focusing on where you want to go, because it is the Knight of Pentacles. This is that slow and steady wins the race, putting some things together, making your plans, getting organized, which again is very Virgo energy as well. And we do have some decisions to make this week, Taurus. If you've been procrastinating about anything, or you've been feeling put on hold, our little blue-footed booby is showing up with our Two of Swords. That's some Libra energy, and it really is about making some choices. You might feel like you've been at an impasse or sort of a place of indecision or pulled in two different directions, but it may be really time to kind of focus within. And, you know, if there's somebody that's been, you know, or someone or some group or, you know, trying to kind of influence you one way or another, I think it's why it's very important for you to really get in touch with yourself and not let yourself be swayed too much by outside opinions of what you should do. Because deep down, you know what to do, Taurus, right? This confusion is kind of fake, right? It's not real. I think deep down you do know what to do if you just listen to your heart, listen to your soul. Don't let other people push your you know, opinion or path too much, because I feel like you know where you want to go. It's just a matter of really listening to your instincts, your intuition, and your true voice. Ooh, nice card to come out. I feel like things are going to turn out really well for you, especially when you're listening to yourself, listening to your heart. There's our Stag card, the Hierophant. Big power card for Taurus. So I do feel like you really are going to come out all right, but it's like you've got to take the lead here. You've got to listen to what you really want, because the Hierophant card is very spiritually grounded. It's very, very spiritually grounded. It's very traditional as well, right? And so you may feel like this is a week or a time where you've really got to get committed and devoted to your true path, where your spirit is really leading you. Let's get an affirmation, please, for Taurus. And look at that. You know, I feel like, you know, this feels like very Taurian energy too with the bison, right? It's just that very earthy, sure-footed, stable, grounded energy, abundance, success, personal power. It is a week of personal empowerment. You are being guided to be flexible, go with the flow, and allow things to work rather than to force them. Universal opportunities are stacked around you. Center yourself and resonate with your core values, and you will reap many rewards. Yeah, it's time to don't have to force it. Like I said, you just have to tune in, and then you'll know what to do about whatever it is that you may be having some indecision on right now. All right, guys, let's jump into Gemini. All right, my Geminis, let's see what your spirit animal guidance for the week is going to be coming through as. I hope you guys have been doing great this week. So dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Geminis out there. Anything they need to know for their highest good this week. And let's start out with one animal messenger that will be helping them out the most as we go forward. Scarab Beetle Spirit. Ooh, I like this one. So Gemini, this week the magic is working through you. This is a very magical spirit animal, very connected to ancient traditions and spirituality. So Gemini, align with your personal magic. This makes me think of the Magician card in the tarot a little bit too. It's about manifesting. It's about knowing that you have what it takes to manifest your goals and to succeed at what you truly desire. So let's get into your tarot messages for the week, Gemini. Let's get 3, please. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Very bright kind of energy going on. I feel like things are speeding up a little bit too for you. There's a little bit of hurry up and wait. A little bit. We're starting out with the Tiger Spirit. This is the King of Wands, Aries energy. It's really about going after what you want this week, I feel, right? There's some things that you've really got to set your sights on. Get very focused and very clear on what it is that you want to pursue or what you want to pounce on, like that tiger, because this is a ferocious, passionate, fiery energy. It definitely takes the lead and isn't afraid to move things forward. So we've got the World card in the center, our Macaw spirit. So to me, this is a lot of completion. Old doors closing, new doors opening, beautiful beginnings, sacred contracts, infinite possibilities. The World card is the last card in the major arcana cycle. So it really is about those very strong completions that usually make you feel pretty darn good. It's also a Saturn ruled card. So it really does have that energy of responsibilities being kept, lessons being learned, going to the next level. Into the last card, we have the Rooster Spirit, or 3 of Wands. And so to me here, Gemini, this is why I said there's a little bit of hurry up and wait on this reading, because to me, the 3 of Wands is allowing your ships to come in, the energy that you've put out into the world coming back to you. So I feel like if you've really been, you know, passionate and strong and truthful and forthright about what it is that you've been pursuing, a lot of good things are coming back to you this week. Part of it is things you've already manifested, and part of it is things that are in process of being. But there's some big cycles that some of them are closing and others are opening up. On our bottom, look at this Roadrunner energy, our Knight of Swords. This again is such a Gemini kind of card. It's quick moving. It has a lot on its mind, has a lot to say. Courage and action, good intentions. You might feel a little nervous or a little anxious about a few things this week, Gemini, usually because you've got a lot on your mind and you feel like I've really got to express something outward to someone. So take a deep breath. Calm yourself as much as possible before you proceed, because you certainly have a lot going on, a lot to say, a lot going on in that mental body of yours this week. And you are such a communicator, so don't be afraid. Get organized, get clear on what you want to manifest, and let it come to you, Gemini. Let's see what we've got as an affirmation for you this week. I like it. See, like I said, there's a part of this where you're gonna have to like calm your mind and observe, right? There's our owl spirit. I love him. Look at him. He's all serious. Calm, observant, and wise. You are being guided to find the serenity and stillness. Hear your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings. The answer to any question is inside you. You are the magic key, right? Scarab Spirit, the magic is there. You are the magic key that unlocks the doors to unconditional love, balance, and abundance in your life. Great read, Gemini. Very, very nice. All right. Yeah, he's a grumpy owl. Hey there, David. How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to move right on up into Cancer. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Let's see what we've got for your messages for the week. Let's see what's coming through for my Cancers, my fabulous crabs. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, guides, and friends. Let's please see what we have for our beautiful Cancers out there. Whatever they need to see for their highest good this week. And please let's start with one main spirit messenger that will be guiding them and helping them the most this week. Nice. I love the lizard spirit. Yes, Cancer. Beautiful. Dream the world into being. I love the fact that they gave this little lizard some little wings because he's like a mini little dragon. But the lizard spirit is about your dreams. It is about spending time in the dream world. So Cancer, if you've been kind of overworked, not getting enough sleep, this is really a sign that you need to rest. You need to rest more. You need to spend more time in the dream world. Whether it's daydreams or night dreams, it's important to spend time in that place and in that space, because this is saying when you spend some time in those dreams and in that imaginative space, you're going to be able to manifest things better into the tangible physical world. Let's get into your tarot, your animal tarot for the week. See what we got for Cancer spirit. Very nice. Ooh, yeah. I feel like, you know, there's really a feeling of balance coming into your life this week, Cancer, and I do feel that. Like I said, if you've been working too much, not dreaming and sleeping enough, right? So Hawk is the Ace of Swords coming through as your first card of the week. Conquest, clear vision, discernment. This is to me a card of mental and intellectual victory, clarity, big gifts from spirit, of consciousness, awareness, things being made very, very clear, right? So you might get some really, really strong messages, or, you know, kind of wake up from a dream and go, oh my gosh, now I know what to do. That's the feeling that this brings to me. Our Manta Ray spirit is coming in second. That is our Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy, and it is a card of balance, resilience, inner strength, realizing that you're so much stronger than you thought you were, and it is that perfect harmony. So if you've been feeling out of harmony for a while, Cancer, or lately, this is really saying bring it back into balance and into alignment. This continues with our Chimpanzee spirit, Two of Pentacles. This is a huge card of the need to balance. And so for my Cancers, where work has really started to get you kind of down, get you worn out, get you exhausted, or you've just been focusing too much on, you know, finances or career stuff, this is really saying bring some more joy back into your life, have a little bit more fun, rest a little bit more, go with the flow. Anything that's being, you know, that's been out of balance is being brought back in. And look at this on the bottom. It just keeps going. We've got the Goat spirit, the Six of Pentacles. To me, yet again, this is all about establishing good boundaries. If you've been doing everything for everyone, and every time someone says, hey, can you do this, you're immediately there saying yes, you might want to change that up this week, Cancer. You might change that up. If you're already exhausted and you really can't do more, don't. Don't be afraid to say no. And bring your life back into balance, right? We've got to have that reciprocal energy. And likewise, if you've been dealing with someone on an emotional level that just takes and takes and takes and takes and never returns that energy, this is also bringing those personal boundaries back into alignment. Let's get into an affirmation for Cancer, please. Yes, I love our little cougar spirit. Assertive, wise, and decisive, right? You're being guided to be attentive towards the universal nudges in your life. Make your decision, take a risk, and step outside the comfort zone. If you change your approach, you change your direction. Each inspired action taken will deliver you to your heart's desires. So to me, yes, it is being very clear about your boundaries. That's where that Ace of Swords comes in. And it's not about just saying no to everyone. It's just honoring your own energy, your own personal energy. Wow, David, if I got $10 million for a reading, I think I'd just be set for life. I could go ahead and just retire. That's all you need. It's just one if they're paying you that much. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I don't know. My personal price just went way up now, huh? Oh my god. Oh. Oh, I've had people make those kind of offers to me here. I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah. I've had people offer me thousands of dollars to do like naked readings. I am not kidding. And yeah, I still have some integrity, so I was like, no, that's okay. It's just no. Yeah, no, it has happened, Gwen. Yeah, oh, it's happened. Yeah, there have been a couple. There was one that was like, I'll give you $1,000 a week for a sexy reading. And I'm like, what is a sexy reading? Does that mean I like read it in a sexy voice? What is that? I have no idea. I put on a long glove and pull it off very slowly. Is that a sexy reading? I don't know. I do not. I don't know. I don't think I want to know. Like a film noir, you know, I could wear a fedora and turn the lights down real low. Yeah, right, exactly, David. True that. True that. They say it takes all kinds, but you know, I don't know. Some kinds are better when they keep their mouth shut. Some kinds are better when they keep it to themselves. Oh my goodness. All right, Leo, let's see what we've got for our lions out there. Happy birthday to all my Leos that may be having a birthday tonight or this week ahead, as we are still in Leo season. Let's go ahead and jump into your spirit animal messages for the week ahead. Dear animals, spirits, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what's going on with our fabulous lions and lionesses this week, and bring whatever messages they most need to hear for their highest good. And let's please start with one main spirit messenger that will be helping them out the most this week. Nice. I love it when Leo gets a fellow feline type. Bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. To me, the bobcat, you know, this is a mysterious cat, right? And cats can be very mysterious, right? They're very quiet, stealthy. This is a week, Leo, where you really might want to not be quite such a loud roaring lion. Not all Leos are. There are a lot of lions that are more quiet, more, you know, relaxed, more, you know, grounded, that kind of energy. So to me, this is really saying, you know, go within, explore the mysteries. I also love that this is the number 8 in this deck, because the 8 is a number of manifestation and balance. So very, very nice. Let's see what we have got in your animal tarot for the week ahead, Leo. To me, this is really encouraging you to embrace the more mysterious spiritual side of your feline power. Very, very nice. Nice. More lions are coming out. This is some very similar energy to what Gemini had. There's almost exactly the same cards, just in a slightly different order. So if, Leo, if you have any Gemini in your chart, you may want to go watch that read. I'm just going to tell you that right off. Macaw spirit coming through. Our world card is starting us out. So this is, to me, completions. cycles coming full circle. The World card is the last major arcana card in the tarot cycle. So it really is like, you know, old doors closing and new doors opening. It is ruled by Saturn. So it also brings in a little bit of that Capricorn energy, which is about responsibility, lessons being learned, karma being balanced out. It's a great card. There's no getting around that. But it really is that feeling like, boy, I've come through something and now I'm ready for the next step. I'm ready for the next part of my life to begin. It's beautiful. Also coming into your reading in the center, another big powerful kitty cat is our tiger spirit with the King of Wands. That's some good strong Aries energy. So I really feel like, you know, this is a week where you're kind of waking up, having a lot of revelations and insights. And it's like, it's time for you to go after what you want. You know, the King of Wands is very proactive, very much like the Emperor. He's kind of like a minor arcana emperor, right? It's that same kind of leadership, taking the spotlight, taking the lead, not being afraid to take those first steps and go forward to what you want. And I also feel, as a result of you having done a lot of work in the past, there could be some good things returning to you this week. This kind of reading feels very karmic. It feels very karmic, Leo, with the Three of Wands, because the Three of Wands is all about, you know, your ship's coming in. After you've made a lot of investment of time and energy and you've put yourself out there, this is like sit, relax, hang out, here it comes. You're gonna get what you've worked for. And it really is a karmic thing. You know, it feels like, you know, for those of you that have really put out a lot of good energy and you've continued to be courageous and loyal and selfless and giving, it's like all that good stuff is coming back to you. That's a really beautiful spread there. And look at this. Roadrunner on the bottom, guys. We've got the Knight of Swords on the bottom. To me, this is courage in action. You might be a little bit nervous or a little bit anxious this week here, Leo, because many times the Knight of Swords, it's a mental energy, so you've got a lot on your mind. You might have a lot to say and communicate, okay? So pace yourself. Pace yourself. Don't let yourself, you know, get too much into those anxieties, fears. I think that's why that Bobcat Spirit's coming in here to kind of balance that out. Because it's that quietness, that stillness, spending time in the great mystery. Let's get an affirmation here for Leo. We got the unicorn, guys. Stay strong. Keep on track. You know, to me, when I see the unicorn, I think, you know, it's pure intention, action, vision. It's that kind of innocence. So you might be clearing the decks for some really new movement. You're being guided to have faith in yourself, the knowledge you possess, and the magic of the universe. You are where you're supposed to be. Feel your way through each segment of your life. You will clearly see your next move and take action. Big results are the ripple effect of inspired action, right? So this is again, you know, there's a little balance between, you know, and it's that tiger, right? They, you know, cats, they gotta be a little stealthy. They gotta stalk before they pounce, right? That's what you gotta do a little bit of this, Leo. Hey, welcome back, Yuyi. Hey there, Nancy. Good to see you. Oh my goodness. All right, Virgo. I hope my Virgos are doing great out there. Hope you've been having an excellent weekend. Let's get some spirit animal messages in the house for you guys. Let's see what's coming up for you this week. Dear animal spirits, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Virgos out there. Anything they need to know for their best and highest to good. And let's please start with one main spirit messenger that will be helping them out the most for the week ahead. Oh, I like that. Elephant spirit. Wow, yes. Learning from the past and really, you know, going back through the memories, right? The memories of your past and kind of learning from all of that to not repeat you know, negative patterns or routines that you're really trying to break. Virgo is a sign of routines, habits, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And so this is a week where you may be really working to break some of those old habits, change up your patterns, change up your habits in the way that you do things day in and day out. Elephant Spirit, they also put this in the Justice card in the Animal Tarot. So I really also think of this as being some Libra energy. Venus is actually tonight moving from the sign of Virgo into the sign of Libra. So we're really coming into some balancing energy in our relationships. And also keep in mind that Mercury and Mars are continuing in the sign of Virgo through this week. So you're definitely going to have that energy, and the mind may be very energized as well. You might be a little more feisty, to be honest, you know, because Mars and Mercury this week are both conjunct in the sign of Virgo. And so Virgo, you might be feeling extra supercharged. It might be hard for you not to start those fights or to walk away from potential conflict right now. I'm just going to put that out there. You also might be putting your feet down in a big way if anyone has messed with you or is messing with you. Yeah. All right, let's see what we've got in your Animal Tarot for the week. Wow. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, okay, Virgo. The Manatee Spirit comes out first. 5 of Cups. This is the loss. This is the grief. This is the things that have really gotten you in your heart and gotten you in your you know, emotions. These are things and people that have disappointed you or let you down. It can be that grieving cycle or period of mourning, right? But there are better times ahead with this card. 5 of Cups, it always has the 3 of Cups that are knocked over, the 2 of Cups that are still standing. So it's really that reminder that even if things have been tough or challenging, there are better times ahead and not all is lost. I do feel like, look at this. We talked about leaving behind difficult cycles, patterns, and changing those up. And we've got the Stork Spirit coming in for you, Virgo. 6 of Swords. This is about leaving behind the drama, the pain, the difficult times, and going towards a better new life. Literally, both of these cards, they have some small messages printed on both of them. Both of them say better times ahead, which I really love to see. But the 6 of Swords to me is a very strong head and heart decision. In the traditional tarot, this is the card where they're in the boat, heading away from the dark clouds, the difficult times, and going towards a better place. So, I mean, this is like a real movement forward. And I really feel, wow, Virgo, what are you leaving behind? Check it out. The 5 of Swords is what you're leaving behind. And that 5 of Swords are people who lack integrity, people who are not good for you, those who will step on others to win at all cost. You know, energy thieves, narcissists. To me, that's the 5 of Swords, that fly spirit. You know, we just want to swat the fly. But it's, I mean, this is like a big week of kind of like cutting your losses or anything that, you know, has been difficult or challenging for you and going in a better direction away from people like that. And really seeing them for what they are, absolutely. On the bottom, we've got the Flamingo Spirit, the 2 of Wands. So to me, this is new doors opening, right? You know, this is some Aries energy, and it is being back in balance, taking the first step, new opportunities, new things that you feel excited about, and exploring what's coming next. But yeah, you're definitely you're learning a lot from the past this week and really integrating those lessons into your daily life in a big way. Let's get an affirmation on this for Virgo, please. Yep, and we've got our frog. Frog is cleansing. This is a very Virgo spirit animal. It's cleansing, release, detox, purging things out, impulse, adaptivity, using your voice. Using your voice this week, Virgo. You're being guided to jump over any obstacles and embrace the changes in your life. Truth has an expiration date, and the time is now to speak your new truth. Show the world your voice, acknowledge your desires, and leap with faith towards what matters to you. Very good. This is a lot of energy, Virgo. I feel like, yeah, you're just like starting a whole new cycle. You're like, yep, lessons learned. I know who to avoid. I know what that energy feels like. That's what I definitely sense with this. All right, Libras. Let's see what we got for our Libra folks in the house. All right, so Libra, oh my goodness. Great evening here for you because Venus, your ruling planet, is going into your sign, and Venus being in Libra is absolutely a great place for it to be because it's one of its natural home areas. Yeah, so this is very, very good news for our Libras for about the next 3.5 weeks. Venus will be moving through your sign, which is very, very exciting news indeed. So let's see what we've got for you for this week in your spirit animal messages. Oh my goodness, Libra. Let's see what we got. Dear guardian animals, spirits, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Libras out there. Whatever messages you want to bring to them for their highest good. And please, let's start with one main spirit messenger who's going to be helping them out the most this week. Sandpiper Spirit, Libra. Be playful. Oh my goodness. It's time to lighten your energy up. That's what I'm feeling with this. You know, I know my Libras have gone through a lot of heavy times, you know, especially last year and the 2 years previous to that. It definitely, they went through a lot. And so, you know, if you're still kind of struggling with, you know, getting back in the flow and getting back in that, you know, lighter energy, this is a great week to do that. Be playful, be spontaneous. It might be a good time to just take a break. Take a break if you can. Let's get into your animal tarot for the week ahead. Please show us Libra. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Yeah, definitely lighter times this week in a lot of respects. We have the Star card coming out, or Polar Bear Spirit. Same as the Aquarius energy. And I was just thinking about that. You know, both Jupiter and Saturn are in the sign of Aquarius. That's actually very, very good energy for Libra. It's really helping you build in a stronger, more positive direction. To me, this is healing. It's hope. It's again, it's better times ahead, brighter times ahead, usually after a long, dark journey. I do feel like, you know, and I know this is a bit of a stereotypical joke about Libras, but I do feel like there's a lot of indecision and a lot of needs to make decisions and choices this week, especially if you've been procrastinating about it for a while. We've got the Beaver Spirit, our 7 of Cups, and we have also got the Blue-Footed Booby, our 2 of Swords, which is a Libra card. But both of these cards, I would say out of the whole tarot, if I was going to pick, the 7 of Cups and the 2 of Swords are definitely the most about indecision and needing to make a choice and come out of procrastination in a big way, Libra. And I know you guys are famous for having a hard time making choices. You may feel overwhelmed by options. You may feel like 2 different people or 2 different situations are pulling at you back and forth, and you may feel like you're almost split in 2 over it. But you gotta make a choice. You gotta make a choice because you want better things with this Star card, and they are very possible. Another thing, too, to take in mind is to come at it from a more playful spirit, right? Because it said, yes, playfulness, playful energy, right? And it's like, if you take these decisions you got to make too hard and too serious, it makes it so much more difficult. If you lighten up on yourself a little bit more, it's going to be easier to make those choices. And this could be something that you've been putting off for a while. We've got our Whale Spirit on the bottom. There's our Judgment card, rising up, clarity, awakening. This is some kind of resurrection. If you had a choice to make that you hadn't made for a while, Libra, and you thought, I'll just put that off. I don't need to mess with it right now. Here it comes back up again. It's like, okay, now you'd have to take care of it, right? You have to take care of it. You have to make this decision. And Libra, I know you hate to hear it. Because you are a sign that many times does struggle with indecision and procrastination and making choices because you're weighing both of your options and your little Libra scales. It's part of what you do. But this to me is a week where some big decisions definitely have to be made. Oh my goodness. Let's get an affirmation, please, for Libra. They need a little bit of a boost to push them over the finish line here. Oh my gosh. And I felt like I needed to shuffle those a little longer. The whale is coming up twice for you, Libras. Oh my word. Yes. Record keeper. Old information that still needs to be processed. Agility, imagination, and intuition. You're being guided to focus on emotional stability and listen to your inner guidance. The time has come for you to jump into action and go after what you desire. Be playful. You're getting that message twice. Being playful, Libra. Splash in the waters of life, creating new waves of abundance for you and others to enjoy. So big messages this week. Whale spirit came out twice for you guys. A lot of things are coming back into your life to be dealt with, especially if it's from the past or something that some big decision that you had put off before. It's like, it's time to do it now. It's time to take action. Go for what you want. And yes, be playful. It's really, that message came out twice here. Don't take it too, yeah. Yeah, see, I know, right? I know my Libras are going, oh boy. Oh boy, here it comes. Yep. Oh my goodness. Hey there, Aries. Good to see you, baby. I hope you were well tonight. Go ahead. Not grandma yet. All right, so Scorpio, you are up next. I hope you are doing great tonight. I hope everything is well for my Scorpios out there. Let's get some spirit animal messages. Hey, Tasha, thank you for that. Thanks for that donation. I really appreciate it. All right. So dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Scorpios out there. Let's see what they most need for their highest good this week. And please start us out with one main spirit guardian that will be working with them and helping them out the most. Turkey spirit. I love the turkey. The turkey spirit is great energy. Give with gratitude and grace. The turkey is about generosity. It's about, giving. It's about being open and available to others. So it's a great energy. A lot of indigenous groups call the turkey like the giveaway eagle or the generosity eagle, because it's that same, very strong divine alignment, right? But it's a more grounded energy. It's more, more in touch with the earth, right? Whereas the eagle is more in touch with the sky, the turkey is more in touch with the earth plane. Beautiful, really nice. So it's a time to just, give, to be grateful, maybe to express gratitude or appreciation for the people in your life. Very, very nice energy. Let's get 3 cards from the Animal Tarot for our Scorpios this week. Wow. Wow, very interesting. All right, we are starting out with a polar bear spirit, our star card, strong Aquarius energy. So to me, there's a lot of healing. There's a lot of rising above old circumstances and old situations. The star card, you know, along with the sun, is one of the most positive cards in the tarot. So it really does, to me, when this one comes out, it really brings in that energy of, you know, getting through difficult times, surmounting old challenges, coming full circle from something, and having your hope and faith restored, right? Really feeling like, oh, things are going to be okay. Things are going to get better. In the center, we do have the Dolphin Spirit, the Knight of Cups. And this might make you feel very, very good about, again, you know, extending love, extending emotions to other people, or, you know, making a romantic offer or gesture towards someone, you know, along with that turkey spirit for the week. To me, that feels like a very, you know, a kind of an energy of kindness, generosity, giving something, you know, to someone, giving them a gift, them giving you a gift. It feels very, very nice. We do have our shark spirit here, which is kind of funny when these two come out, because here we go, the dolphin and the shark. The shark is Capricorn energy because it's the devil. It's the same as our devil card. So I really do feel this is an interesting balance, because on one side we have our Aquarius energy, the star, and we have our Capricorn energy, the devil. And you know, both of these signs have a lot in common. They're also both ruled traditionally by Saturn. And so they do have that kind of independent, loner kind of spirit. So in some ways, you know, Scorpio, you might feel like you need time to yourself. There's a little bit of that. But then we throw our little dolphin into the mix, that Knight of Cups, and it's like you can't just do everything on your own. It's important to reach out. It's important to connect as well. To me, you know, the negatives about the shark or the devil are that it can make you feel inhibited. It can make you feel like you're stuck or trapped in something, or, you know, going through the motions of, or a routine that's not very joyful or fulfilling to you. So it can be that reminder to get unstuck and really focus on doing things that you actually love to do. Because, you know, that Capricorn devil energy can also be being a workaholic, working too much, and, you know, having a life out of balance, and it needs that need for that awakening to come in. So keep things in balance, right, between your spiritual, emotional life and your work and career life this week. It might be a decision-making process too here, Scorpio, the Seven of Cups. You might feel like you have a lot on your table this week with that beaver spirit. And you might really be focused on building some things too. And it might just be like a choice, you know, what do I put my energy into? What do I put my time and my love and my effort on? I would say it's more important to put it into your personal relationships and your higher dreams, goals, and ambitions this week, because you don't want to get drugged down into the more negative side of that devil card, which is to just kind of, you know, be joylessly working at something just out of habit, right? Let's get into an affirmation for our Scorpios for the week. The kangaroo. Oh, this is an interesting one. Check that out. Yeah, kangaroo spirit coming through for Scorpio. Stability, faith, and determination, which to me are the good qualities of that Capricorn devil card, right? Very much about stability, determination, strong ambitions. You're being guided to take action and think big. Take back your power, leap over any obstacles, and build your desires on a solid foundation. Yeah, it feels great. Forge ahead without looking back and create emotional fulfillment while staying grounded, being true to yourself, and having faith in the unknown. You know, when I read that about, you know, forging ahead and not looking back, to me that comes in with the Seven of Cups. You know, you might have a lot of choices and you can't take all of them. So you need to just do a little bit of research and choose the path that you want to take. And once you do, don't look back. Don't second guess yourself. Don't be like, oh, should I have done the other thing? Don't worry about that part, Scorpio. Wow. That's a big read. All right. some people are really into that, David. You gotta watch out. All right, Sagittarius. Hey there out there. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope everyone is well this weekend. We actually just went into, I believe the moon just went into Sagittarius, or it's right about to. Because on Friday night we had just started the Scorpio moon. Let me look at my ephemeris. I'll tell you guys if we've gone into the Saggy moon yet. I think we have. Oh, yeah. No, well, not just. For the people on the Pacific coast, it's definitely on the West Coast, it's gone in there already. For us, it'll be another 2 hours. But I can kind of feel that energy coming. The Sagittarius moon. Definitely. And so, yeah, good energy, because that means, you know, when the moon's in Sagittarius, it'll be trining our sun in Leo over the next couple days. It'll be a very nice feeling. So let's see what we've got for your spirit animal messages, Sagittarius, for this week ahead. Dear animal guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you've got for our beautiful Sagittarians out there for this week coming up. Let's see what they need to know for their highest good. And please start us out with one main spirit messenger that will be helping them out the most, please. Oof, they just want to jump. Just one, guys, just one. Groundhog spirit. I love the groundhog. Okay. Sagittarius, this is such a powerful one. Time to let go. There could be some things that you're releasing, some things that you are coming full cycle on. The groundhog spirit is strongly connected to the Celtic season of Imbolc, which is that, you know, where Groundhog Day comes from. Imbolc is that February 1st or 2nd, and it is that midwinter observance. So it really is, you know, we just passed Lunasa, which is the midsummer. This is the midwinter. There, for some of you, could be some things that you've been working through or dealing with since February this year that are coming full circle this week for some of you. Not all, but for some of you. But this is definitely a time to process, to release, and yes, to get very grounded as we are in that mid time again between, you know, summer and autumn coming. So let's get into some tarot. Let's get our animal tarot on this for you, Sagittarius. Let's look at the week ahead for you. Yeah, I think it's time to, take a leap of faith here this week. Sagittarius, the first card coming up is our Puffin Spirit. That is the Fool card, and it is all about, you know, kind of releasing fears, going with the flow, trusting where the divine is leading you, and coming back into a place of childlike wonder and innocence. Going into the center, I do feel like you're very strongly standing up for yourself, like you really got that assertiveness. You got the fight. You got the fight here, Sagittarius, this week with our Gorilla Spirit, the Seven of Wands. Definitely a courageous card, standing up for yourself, being very true to who you are. Just pick your battles wisely, because you might feel quite fiery this week. Like you might feel like if anybody messes with me, you know, you might feel real punchy. And there might be some people that you really want to swat this week. You got that fly coming in there, that Five of Swords. We know who these kind of people are. These are people without integrity, people who are energy thieves, narcissists, just trying to pick up on your light, right? You know, these are the kind of people that win at all costs. They step on others to get ahead, and they're very negative, right? So I just feel like, you know, I'm even feeling this. I'm even feeling this card. Like it's actually giving me a funky feeling in my hand even holding it. I feel like there's some real people that it's like, just no. And that might be what this message, you know, time to let go. If you've got anything or anyone that's coming into your life or has been in your life like that, yeah. On the bottom, we've got the Black Panther Spirit, the Queen of Wands. very strong Leo energy. So I really like this because, like I said, you know, the moon is going into Sagittarius tonight. The sun is already in Leo. It's a nice alignment. A lot of fire energy on your side right now. So I do feel this is, you know, coming back into a greater love of life, getting what you want, standing up for yourself yet again, really embracing your magic, really embracing your power. The Queen of Wands is a fiery, bold, generous, feminine energy, right? She's very magical too. I love how, you know, in the traditional Queen of Wands, she always has the little black cat on her lap or sitting beside her. And in the Animal Tarot, that little black cat turns into our nice, big, powerful Black Panther. So it really is like that magical symbol, you know, being strengthened and amplified. So let's get into an affirmation for our Sagittarians, please. Ooh, yeah. Nice. Elk spirit coming out for you, Sagittarius. Stamina, awareness, and tenacity. This is a very grounded kind of energy. You are being guided to keep your eyes, mind, and heart on your desires. Marshal your power to follow through and break free from discomfort. Expand and stretch yourself in ways you never thought possible. You are a teacher and student of life. Yeah, and I do feel like there is that. And I feel like for some of you, yeah, you're breaking free from the discomfort of dealing with crappy people. That's what Sagittarius is doing this week. It's pretty cool. Y'all are having too much fun in the chat. People are saying something really funny. Y'all are so funny. I dislike plumbers. Oh my gosh. David, you crack me up. But crack me up. For anyone rewatching these streams, I tell you, do yourself a favor and get into the live streams when they're actually live, because there's a lot of like snarky, fun humor that goes on in our chats, I tell you. Sometimes I have to purposely like not read the chat while I'm doing readings because it's like, it will just make me laugh too much. Like it will break my concentration. Y'all are killing me. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes. You take no responsibility for the direction of this chat. That sounds like something Moonchild would say. I wish she was here. We haven't seen her in a minute. I haven't seen her in a little bit. I need to text her and see how she's doing. I know she's been going through a lot. I know it. Our little wild Aries child. All right, Capricorn. Got all my wild goats out here. I hope you guys are doing great. Oh my gosh, my little Capricorn goaties. Venus is moving into Libra tonight. And I will tell you, Capricorn, you know, Libra is a square to your sun sign. But I really do feel like you're going to get a lot of good energy out of this. And a big part of that is because with Venus moving into Libra, it will be trining Saturn, which is in Aquarius right now. So that'll actually be very positive for you, Capricorn. Even if there's a little stress, a little tension, a little challenge, I think that, you know, having that squared energy can actually move your personal relationships ahead very nicely. It can really give it the necessary fuel to the fire to get things moving. So Capricorn, let's dig into your spirit animal reading for the night. Let's see what messages we've got coming through for you. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our fabulous Capricorns out there. Whatever messages they need to see for their highest good And please let's start with one main spirit animal messenger that will be helping them out the most this week. Show us Capricorn. Ooh, and they're jumping just like they did with Saggy. Just please one. Please just one for the goats. I'm feeling two. I'm going to take them both out. Sometimes they come together and I just go with it whenever that happens. Hummingbird would have been first. So if I just picked one, it would have been the Hummingbird. But I just felt like that second card was really coming with it. So there's that moth. The moth spirit and the hummingbird spirit, Capricorn. Funny enough, I just cleaned and put fresh sugar water in my hummingbird feeder tonight. Hummingbird spirit, be here now. And kind of funny, the moth spirit, surrender now. Both of them have that word now. So I feel like it's like time is of the essence. Do things now. Don't procrastinate, right? Be in the moment. Don't worry too much in the future. Don't dwell too much on the past, Capricorn. Stay in the moment. The hummingbird, to me, is a very classic symbol of love, romantic love, joy, harmony, the sweetness of life. Hummingbird feathers and energy are often used in love rituals and spell work. So, you know, the hummingbird has a lot to do with love. Love could be very, very strong. And to me, it's like whatever's going on in your personal life, whatever is, you know, either difficult, challenging, going up and down, the moth spirit is saying, surrender now, let go, and let the divine flow in your life. The moth spirit could also say somebody is very attracted to your light this week, right? You could be putting a lot of light out there, or someone is putting light out that you're being attracted to. So let's get into your tarot for the week, Capricorn, your animal tarot. Let's go ahead and see. Spirit, what do we have for our Capricorns? Nice. Ooh. Got some queens and kings stepping in, Capricorn. We're starting out with the Black Panther spirit, our Queen of Wands. So Leo energy. We are still in the last degrees of our Leo sun sign journey this week. Love of life, generosity of spirit, big-hearted energy. So I would say be very emotionally generous, right? Don't close yourself off. Don't be restrictive. Don't cut people out. Don't be cold. You know, try to be as open-minded and generous with your emotions as possible, right? Leo is a very strong self-confident energy as well. It's very solar. So to me, it also brings in that solar plexus energy. Really a good time to build up your self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth. Do something good for yourself as well as others this week, Capricorn. We also have our rhinoceros spirit, the King of Pentacles. Very strong Taurus energy. Very earthy king. All about manifestations, working hard, but also enjoying what you've worked for. So Capricorn, I would say that, you know, especially because I know my Capricorns, most of them work really hard. And, you know, this is a time to balance and enjoy some of the efforts of your labors, right? The effort that you put in. It's like, it's not all just work, Capricorn. You got to balance both sides of that. I can also tell you, because this is Leo energy and this is Taurus energy, I'm just going to put this out there right up, is that these two signs square each other. You might butt some heads a little bit this week with your honey pie, if you've got honey pie. Love and relationships, you might be really, there might be a little fire flying. There might be a little fire flying, Capricorn. We've got the jellyfish spirit here too. That's our Queen of Cups. And that is our Scorpio queen. And I'm just saying, all of these, you know, it's like Taurus and Scorpio, they oppose each other. Scorpio is in a square to Leo and Taurus. So I'm just feeling like there is that energy, Capricorn, of kind of like having to make some adjustments or facing some friction in your personal relationships. You also might be dealing with some very strong personalities this week. You could have a Leo in your life, a Taurus, a Scorpio. Those are the strongest signs coming through here. They may be very opinionated, and I know Capricorns tend to be very opinionated too. So it's really, to me, saying, Try to be flexible, try to be compassionate, go with the flow. Don't get too rigid in your viewpoints to the point that you know, can't like get along or see somebody else's side of things. It's really important, okay? On the bottom, yes, because the flamingo is here, our Two of Wands. This is some Aries energy, and to me, this is a balancing energy, taking the first step. If you really want to join forces with someone and go forward with them, which this card is about, it doesn't really help if you're just, you know, at cross purposes and being stubborn just to be stubborn. You know, honor your boundaries. I'm not going to tell you not to do that. Queen of Cups is very much about honoring your emotional boundaries and what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But also be respectful. Be respectful this week, Capricorn, of someone else's boundaries as well. Let's get into an affirmation for you. Yeah, I'm telling you, Blue Jay spirit coming up. This is that assertive energy. And Blue Jays can be argumentative as heck, Capricorn. Assertive, daring, universal wisdom. You're being guided to be aware of synchronicities in your life. You're entering a time of intellectual and spiritual growth. New truths are forming each day. Be fearless. Trust your instincts. Be your authentic self. Take inspired action, and what you desire will come to fruition. I will say, yeah, this is a week where I would never tell you don't speak your truth. It's not what you say, it's how you say it, Capricorn. That's really it. I think you're going to be dealing with some strong personalities this week. And I do think that it can work out for you quite well. But you got to let go of your need to be right sometimes. That's a big thing for Capricorn. And I've got 4 planets in Capricorn. I can say that. Sometimes we do need to release that like, oh, I know I'm right about everything thing. Yeah. Because other people have their experience too. Try to be flexible because you might be dealing with some real fixed type personalities. The fixed signs. All of them came out except for Aquarius. And they're probably in there too, because that's where your ruling planet is right now. But you got the Leos, the Taurus, the Scorpio. It's like all these very strong, you know, fixed signs don't wobble very much. They're not very flexible. Capricorn's a cardinal sign. You're a little more flexible, but you still have that like need to be right thing. Don't get into a fight if you don't need to. Just putting that out there, Goaty. It's not worth it. Focus on the love, because that hummingbird is all about the love. Focus on the sweetness, if you can. All right, Aquarius. Yeah, I know. Capricorns can really dig it in. I know. Yeah, they can be. They give you that goat eye that like, I'm not gonna budge. You know how goats look at you like. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we've got for our electric kids out there, our little revolutionaries. Let's see how you are doing this week. Let's get some messages from our spirit animals for you. Dear spirit animal friends, guardians, and guides, let's see what we have for Aquarius this week ahead. What's coming up for them? Please show us what they need to know for their highest good. And let's start with one spirit messenger that will be helping them out the most this week. Nice. Nice. I like this. Very powerful spirit animal. The brown bear spirit. Take time out. It's also the number 9, which is the number of completions. A number of introspection. So Aquarius, if you've been working too hard, if you've been just pushing things and really, really putting a lot of energy out, hibernate a little bit this week. Chill out a little bit this week. It's time to relax. It's time to tune in, you know, and kind of regroup a little bit. Reclaim a little bit of your personal power. Let's see what we've got in our tarot, please. Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you're going through some big transformations here. Um, Alligator spirit. Alligator spirit. Page of Cups. So to me, this is relationship talk. This is, you know, emotional communication. This is like, you know, having those loving messages, maybe from someone towards you, maybe from you towards them, or vice versa, you know, back and forth, mutual. Um, Surprising insights, artistry, coming up for air. This can also be a mutual apologies if anybody's hurt you or you've hurt them. This can definitely be like coming to an understanding. It's nice. It's really nice. It's Pisces energy, right? It's Pisces energy. So it's really sharing, compassionate communication. I love my little gators. They're like the closest thing we have to living dragons on the planet. Right in the center, Aquarius, we have the Stork Spirit. We've got the Six of Swords. So I think that this is really about, you know, letting the past go, right? You know, this is better times ahead. This is really making that choice to get into, you know, a better situation, let go of the drama, conflicts, chaos. You know, it might be a real week where you kind of say, you know what? Let's not fight about this anymore. It's not worth it, right? You know, it really isn't. It's not worth fighting over. And to me, it's like you really want to have these, you know, compassionate heart-to-hearts with your friends or with your, you know, sweetheart. And it's really about putting the past behind you and moving towards things in a better direction. And I do think it brings about a lot of happiness, a lot of feeling of celebration. We've got the Penguin Spirit coming up with our Three of Cups. So to me, it brings this feeling of, you know, victory, success, happiness, celebration, feeling like, you know, you just want to have a good time, right? This is like a good time. And it's as a result of just being open emotionally, open spiritually, you know, and I think it's a big change. It's a big change. We've got the Scorpio moth on the bottom, the death card. So it's a big transformation from within. You know, especially if you'd been in a place, Aquarius, for a while where you'd been kind of closed off, kind of cold, kind of emotionally detached. I feel like you're getting back into that emotional connection again this week. Let's see what we've got going on in your affirmations. I also would say part of that could be as well because, you know, Venus moving into the sign of Aquarius, of Libra this week is going to start a very nice trine to your sign. Really does improve all your personal relationships. And I love to see this. We have got the Tiger Spirit coming out. And I do feel like this is a strong positive affirmation for Aquarius because in the Chinese cycle, the Tiger Spirit is the same as Aquarius energy. That is its equivalent Western sign. Courageous, dynamic, embracing inner strength. You're being guided to begin a new journey, one that's exciting and purpose-driven. You have everything you need to confront adversity and turn it into an opportunity. Fiercely pursue what you desire. You're an amazing life force with unlimited power and potential. So I'm telling you, I think this is an empowering week for you, Aquarius. I think it's an opportunity for you to be much more open-hearted and connected to, you know, your loved ones. Romantic, friendship, family, all of it, yeah. But you gotta relax just a little bit. Just relax just a little bit there. And thank you, Nancy, for that donation. If that's for a reading, just let us know as well, if that's for a mini read. Yeah. Hey there, Murray. Good to see you in the chat. Oh, my goodness. All right, Pisces. We are already on to Pisces, our last sign of the night. Once we finish this reading, I will be going into our personal questions. Those are a $10 minimum donation. And if you are already, I've got I know I've got one person already on the list. Gwen can tell me if I've got more. We've had a few donations. I'm not sure if all of them were for readings. Okay, Tasha and Nancy. Gotcha. Let me write them down. All right, so we've got 3 on the list right now. I could go up to 6 tonight. I could go up to 6. So I'll make room for 3 more after that if needed. All right, so Pisces, let's see what we've got going on for you this week. I hope you guys are doing great out there, my fabulous fishies. All right, dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we've got for our beautiful Pisces out there. Anything that they need to know for their highest good. And please let's start with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them out the most this week. Please show us Pisces. I like it, especially for you guys. We've got the Dolphin Spirit coming out, Pisces. This and that are true. So this is really a playfulness. There's always that joyful, playful, you know, happy quality that comes up around the Dolphin Spirit, as always. You know, but this is really to say, embrace both sides of yourself, both sides of, you know, opinions or perspectives that you're receiving. Take them both in. Take them both in. If you're seeing 2 sides of the same coin, 2 sides of the same story, take those in. Balance them out. Let's see what we have in your animal tarot for the week. Pisces, you're a very dual sign, right? You have that duality. It's the 2 fish. It's not just 1 fish, it's 2 fish. And you know, the other thing about the dolphin is it's fish-like, but it's technically a mammal. So it's a kind of interesting thing. You might be really embracing a little bit of your own dichotomies this week. So we're starting out with our wolf spirit, the Knight of Pentacles. Reputation, reliability, and results. This is a great card. It's actually Virgo energy. So, you know, Virgo energy is really on our side this week. We have Mercury and Mars both in that sign, and they are highlighting your universal relationship house. And so this may be a time where you're really working to either organize or put something together with a loved one. You know, with a significant other, with your family, with your friends, something that, you know, that you're kind of working on as a team. And it is a week of organization, getting prepared, and having a good plan to move forward, because our Knight of Pentacles always plans in advance. This is what makes him the most successful knight of the tarot, because he is well prepared. It might take him longer to get going, might take him longer to get there, but once he gets there, it's very solid results. Second card coming up is our Giraffe Spirit, the 8 of Pentacles. So again, very strong earthy energy. You may be working with people who have an earth, you know, sun sign or more, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The 8 of Pentacles is working through things one piece at a time, but with that vision towards having it work out in your favor in the future. You know, it's doing good work. It's a learning and teaching kind of card as well. Like you might be teaching somebody your skill, they might be teaching you theirs. And to me, you know, it's like these 2 cards are very, I mean, they go very hand in hand. They work together really, really well. And I do feel that there's something coming up. Here's that Whale Spirit, that Judgment card. Oh my goodness. That's the higher vibration of the Death card. Very, very attached to the Scorpio energy. It's resurrection. It's rebirth. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? So you may feel that the work that you're putting in this week, or the work that you have been putting in this week, it's really to get you ready for like a whole new life, whole new rebirth, huge transformation. The results of the transformation. On the bottom, so nice for you, Pisces. We have the Nautilus Spirit, the Ace of Cups, pure joy, true fulfillment, divine inspiration. And for Pisces people, I would say the Ace of Cups is a very powerful and empowering card. To me, this is the hand of spirit really coming in and gifting you, you know, spiritual connection, divine connection and insight. And also, if you are in a love relationship, or in good friendships or connections. It's like it just takes those to the next level. It's so beautiful. Let's get into our affirmation for you, Pisces. Yeah, work hard. Keep your feet on the ground. But boy, that spiritual and emotional energy are very, very strong this week. A lot of earth and water balance. A lot of earth and water balance. Oh my goodness. Both of these came up. The first thing I saw was the bunny, but the whale was under it. The two cards came up together. So I'm going to give them both to you, Pisces. And I just feel this has so much to do with your week. It's earth and water. Earth and water. This and that are true. The message of that dolphin, right? Stay grounded, but also spiritual. And notice again, who else was it that had this? So it might have been Scorpio, can't remember. It was, somebody had the whale come up twice. Pisces, you got the whale coming up twice. Very strong message there. So let's read the whale first, since that one's very assertive. Agility, imagination, and intuition. You're being guided to focus on emotional stability and listen to your inner guidance. The time has come for you to jump into action and go after what you desire. Be playful and splash in the waters of life, creating new waves of abundance for you and others to enjoy. And the rabbit spirit. See, this is very earthy, right? We've got a huge balance of earth and water. So the two, the signs that you may be most connected with this week are going to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So the rabbit spirit is opportunity, birth, creativity. You're being guided to clean out your mental closet, release emotional baggage, find your inner child, and design your life your way. Open your eyes, mind, and heart to the opportunities around you and stay in one spot long enough to appreciate the moment. Yeah, take it one day at a time, one step at a time. This is not super fast moving energy. This is slow and steady wins the race energy this week, Pisces. All right, guys. I'm going to go grab a little bit more water, and I will be right back, and we will start our questions. We'll start our mini reads. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Let me put her down. You will be number 4. All right. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a second. I got your donation. Thank you, Yui. That came through fine. All right, so let's see who we've got. Yep, we got our tarots. Okay, let's see what we've got. Always important. Always important to know somebody's intentions, right? All right. Let's do a little holy water here. Let's do a little bit of sweetgrass first. Just gonna clear the space a little bit from all of our reads that we just did. All right, it feels very good. I'll switch these out. Let me, yeah, I'll these instead. I like these a little bit more. All right, so Miss Virgo, you're gonna have to buddy up with the Gwen in here. She's the big Virgo. We got little Virgo and big Virgo now. She'll take you under her wing. All right. Let's see what we've got. All right, dear angels, dear divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what this guy's intentions are towards our little Virgo in the chat. Let's see what's going on with this connection. Show us whatever she needs to see for her highest and best good. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. So opportunity. Opportunity is the first card. I just pull one oracle to start us out. And so I do feel that there's potential here. There's potential for growth, potential for movement. It hasn't completely come into fruition though, right? Not yet. But there is potential. There is opportunity there. All right, so let's see what we've got in our tarot. Let's do a past, present, future to get a little bit more info. Wow, I mean, you really, there's a lot of worries around this. Like there's just a lot of thoughts, a lot of worries around it. I feel like something isn't completely clear in this past position because of this moon card. This is Pisces energy. It can sometimes be kind of cloudy, confusing. This is probably what's making you kind of go, what's the deal? You know, what's really going on? Or something's happened that has made you feel kind of confused, right? You may not have the most clear communication at this point. That may be what's going on partly. Let's clarify this moon card a little bit here. There is that need to let go of worries. There is that need to let go of doubts and overthinking for sure. The Page of Swords is on top of this. So I do feel like it is it's a cloudiness in communication that's really gone on, and I feel like in order to really have a better feeling or to feel more stable or certain about where you're going, this is really like you've got to have some better communication. Page of Swords is real strong Gemini energy. The other thing that I would say about this is it's best not to rely too much on things like social media, or text messaging, because a lot can get lost in translation. And this is also, by proxy, this is a lot of messages coming in because pages are messengers and the swords are the element of air and of the mind and of communication. So communication and keeping those lines of communication are very important. But you also want to make sure that you're not getting drug into things like gossip or idle conjecture, right? You just want to deal with the facts. And if you've got a lot of people that are kind of saying this and saying that, it doesn't help, right? That can just be gossipy, annoying, intrusive energy on the flip side of that card. So, as I say, whenever the Page of Swords comes up, I'm like, don't believe everything you read on the internet. And don't rely on that for your way that you communicate with somebody. In the center, we have the Transformation card. This is the same as the Tower card. And so presently, I do feel like there's a lot changing. There's a lot going on underneath you. And so there's a lot of structures, a lot of foundational shift. This is a Mars ruled card, so there may be a lot of action happening in your life too that has nothing to do with the relationship. It may just be, other elements of your life might feel kind of unstable or wobbly, or that they might feel like they're going to be, shaking up a little bit. Because to me, the transformation, it's always about these significant life experiences. It does help us to break free of some old energy though. So just putting that out there for you. I think that whatever's changing or whatever's being shifted out is meant to go. So let's get a clarifier on this Tower. This is, yeah, it's a little intense sometimes, but there's definitely movement here. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Ultimately, I do feel that there is good motion. There is something that's really so powerful coming through for you. Ace of Pentacles is a very nice gift from Spirit. It's very manifest. It's tangible. It can sometimes be somebody coming forward to grant you a gift or to give you something that you've really needed, right? And it's powerful for a Virgo because it's the earth element. It's like, here you go. You've worked hard for this. You've been needing this. And so what I do feel, like when you get into the area of relationship, I would say if it's meant to work out, it'll work out. If it's not meant to work out, it won't. It's just the way that kind of thing goes. And if somebody really wants you, if somebody's really going to come through for you, through all these changes, through all these ups and downs, there's going to be something manifest. They're going to either give you something, show you something, present you a gift, make a gesture, some kind of thing will come out of it. That's what I really, truly feel. Going into the immediate future, I would say don't worry it too much. Don't overthink it too much. That kind of thing has already come through here, but it is something that's weighing very strongly on your mind. With that Nine of Swords, that can be a little bit, the unfounded fears, the worries, the thoughts, the what ifs that keep you up at night. So you really have to refocus your thoughts about this and around this. Let's see what we have clarifying this Nine of Swords, please. Yeah, you feel kind of left out in the cold here. And you're feeling kind of like you don't know which end is up. There's a lot of fears of being left behind, a lot of abandonment fears or fears of not being connected with. I feel like y'all just need to talk more than anything. Good communication needs to happen to clarify some of this confusion and doubt and worry. So let me see what we've got as the suggested approach, please, on this relationship. Yeah, I think If you haven't already done this, Miss Virgo, you got to stand up for yourself, and not in an overly aggressive way. You might feel kind of aggressive about it, but you know, the Seven of Wands is very assertive, and it says, this is what works for me, this is what doesn't work for me. And so I would say, if you haven't already, you know, just said, hey, are we going to talk? What's going on? Do you want to hang out? If you haven't gotten any communication back, you might just want to kind of take your power back and not worry about it, right? You know, that's just always my advice, because I feel very strongly that if somebody really wants us, we're going to know it. So in some ways, I feel like there may be a little bit of a need not to play too nice, right? You don't want to be just like too available and giving your energy away, right? It's the healthy boundaries. You know, it's stand up for yourself, have confidence, challenge those in power, challenge those you care about, but also choose your battles wisely, right? If you don't need to have a fight, then don't have a fight. But if you feel like you're not being treated fairly, or if you're not getting what you need, just put it out there. Say, here's what I need, here's what I want. If you can't give it to me, then fine. You know, I'm going to go move on along my way. But I do feel like there's a communication block. I feel like communication has been confusing and cloudy on this, and it's left you in this place where you're just really scared, worried, confused, feeling left out, and just sort of, it's real easy. It's real easy for Virgos to get in their head and just get in that space. That's why this is important. You've got to change the foundations here. Focus on the good, tangible things coming into your life. Actions speak. Actions speak. And that's what I feel with that. Let's get a clarifier on the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I mean, this is really it. Suggested approach. Seven of Wands and King of Wands. Go after what you want. Speak your truth. Be assertive. Stand up for yourself. Embrace your self-confidence and your self-worth. And if they don't respond, bye-bye. You know. Because that King of Wands is some Aries energy. That is putting yourself first. Loving yourself first. And really, you know, saying, this is what I want. Doesn't have to be super dramatic. Just has to be assertive and honoring of yourself. Let's get a potential outcome on this. Yeah, what do you wish for? What do you desire? Nine of Cups is the potential outcome. So I do feel like what you want can manifest, right? It's really time to focus on what your true wishes, dreams, and desires are. Let's get a clarifier around this one. Two of Wands. So I do feel you might have other options besides this one person. The Two of Wands, you know, you might be kind of saying, well, if this one won't give me what I want, I might open up the door and look at something else, right? You know, it's like there's this door of opportunity opening up. They might need to be aware of that and just say, you know, there's a door of opportunity here for us. And if you're not ready to go through this door with me, then I need to know that, right? Because my feeling on this is it's hard to tap into this person's energy because there's a lot of confusion here. And you're worried about it. I mean, there's this Nine of Swords again on the bottom. And we have the Justice card. There's our Libra energy, which is very positive because Venus is moving into Libra tonight. I do feel like that's going to start to balance out a lot of these personal relationship dynamics. I do. But I think the biggest challenge for you right now is to not overthink it, not over-worry it, not fall into fears, doubts, worries, or putting yourself down, or somehow feeling like you're not good enough, because your suggested approach is very fiery. It's very much about standing up for yourself, valuing yourself, feeling very confident about who you are. So let's get an affirmation card on this for you. I'd stand strong. I'd stand firm. If you communicate with this person, you tell them what you want and need, and the ball is in their court, you know? Yeah, rejuvenation is coming up as your affirmation, and that is take time to rest and recharge your batteries. Yeah, I do. I feel like you've kind of been wearing yourself out a bit. So yeah. Take a little time for yourself. And yeah, look at that. Leadership on the bottom. I'm just saying, you know, take the lead. Sometimes as women or as feminines, we're a little too nice. We can be a little too nice in the relationship. And it makes sense, you know, we want the masculine energy to lead. We want them to kind of take that initiative, you know? But sometimes, I hate to say it, they can just be really dumb. They can just be really clueless. They have no idea, like, what's going on. And sometimes you just have to be like, here, bright primary colors. Ah! Because sometimes they just don't get it. But take some time for yourself. Don't worry yourself over this too much. I'm telling you, if they aren't willing to go through that door with you, there will be somebody else that will. Dragon fire. Dragon fire. All right. Okay, yes, I've got her. Tasha is up next. And great to see Ms. Mindful in the chat. Hope you are doing good. I'll let Yu go next. Okay, sure. We'll move her up. Make it 4 and 2. Okay. No problem. You all are so nice to each other. There's almost always someone in the chat that's like, no, you go ahead. I feel like we're in the checkout line. And it's like, oh, you've only got one item. You go ahead. Oh, David, you got me watching that darn show. David's got me watching the Peaky Blinders. Oh my goodness, this thing's so funny. And you know what's really funny? We were joking about Peaky Dragons. The guy that plays the lead, Cillian Murphy, is a dragon. He's my age, and he's born in that same fire dragon year as me. So I was like, it really is Peaky Dragons, because the main lead is the dragon. He is, yeah. He's born in my same dragon cycle. We're both the same, the same age. So I was like, oh my God. Peaky David astrology show. Yeah, he actually is a dragon. Isn't that funny? And, oh, it was so sad. You know, we were talking about Aunt Polly's character, how much fun she is. And the lady that that played her, Helen McCrory, she recently passed away from cancer just this past April, which is so sad. She wasn't even that old. She was only 52. And she made it through all those seasons of that show. But she had been battling cancer for a long time. It didn't say what kind. Did not say what kind of cancer it was, but she was fighting through it the whole time she was filming that show. She was battling cancer. And she was a Leo. Such a Leo. She was born in the year of the monkey too, and the monkey is aligned to Leo energy, so super lion-y. Super lion energy. She really, you can tell, she's such a Leo. She was Shakespearean trained. She's like one of those great classical actresses, and like you can tell her timing and her performance is so strong. It's like, oh yeah, she's played those Shakespearean parts. She was also in 3 of the Harry Potter movies. They were gonna give her the Bellatrix character instead of Helena Bonham Carter, but she was not well. She was just not that well. So she played, what was it, Narcissa Malfoy, the Malfoy mom. Yeah, really cool. I always, whenever I'm watching something, I always end up like reading more about the actors and their stuff. But I was so sad when I heard that she had died. I was like, oh no. I was like, because she is awesome. And I was like, oh. But yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. And I guarantee you anything that probably Helen McCrory and Cillian Murphy probably got along real good, because Monkey Year and Dragon Year, they got along great. So fiery. Right? Right, yeah, because she's not in the physical plane anymore now. Yeah, I was like so heartbroken. I was like, no. Yeah. I know. She's like one of those women that's like as tough as the guys, right? Maybe a little even tougher, right? She's just like, argh! She's like, don't mess with me. She's quick with that. She's quick. Yeah, you play with her and she got that knife right out in her pocket, boy. It's like, what? Fiery energy. That's a feisty dragon show for sure. It's very feisty. Oh my goodness. All right. So hey Corey, good to see you. Corey Ann is here. Yeah. So Yu, whenever you're ready with your question, we will get going with your read. Yep. Exactly. Very fiery energy, Silver Star. I just watched the episode yesterday where Aunt Polly went to the seance. And I was like, oh yeah, at that period of time, that was a huge thing with seances and mediums. And yeah, a lot of them were fake. A lot of them were just, money making, right? But there was this huge interest kind of around that, like teens and 20s. And yeah, seances and mediums that you'd come into, and they'd try to connect with your passed on loved ones. That was a huge thing back then. It was like, it was a real, like, there were a lot of, famous and infamous people that did those seances. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, Yu. Oh, yeah. When am I going to do music again? I don't know. Whenever I have the time and the energy. I've been incredibly busy. Just been incredibly busy, guys. I'm a goat. My eBay business has been pretty busy this month, which is good. I've been really tired. And physically, I've been dealing with some things too. Might be a little TMI, but I've had a lot of issues like with my periods. My cycle has been really tough. It's really been exhausting. Trying to get it regulated, and it's just been fun. Probably gonna call the doctor tomorrow actually, because I just need to check in, see what's going on with me. But it's been really exhausting. All right, so Yu, and it's hot here. It's, it's August. It's always kind of the warmest time. All right, so question is about energies around her. She feels drained by people she loves, misses her light, optimistic self. Yeah. Oh, that's a tough one. That's such a tough one, Yu. I know that feeling. And sometimes you have to just really, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been tough. Yesterday I was having a lot of pain. It was very painful yesterday. And I just had to rest. I just had to sleep. Yeah, I've never had that technically, Gwen. it's kind of hereditary for me. When I was a teenager, it was horrendous. It was horrendous. But then it had gotten a lot better. And usually when I exercise regular, which I do, it's not a problem. But lately, it's just been really rough. Yeah. And I do all the good stuff. You know me. I do all my healthy supplements and good food. So it's like I don't feel like there's any kind of real big problem there. So again, it's a question if it's me, get very emotional. Yeah, and I know that for you, Yi. I mean, it's a thing for Libras. Many times, they have such a hard time not taking things personal. Because Libras, they really have a hard time when somebody doesn't treat them right or somebody doesn't like them. They really do. All right, so let's see what we've got for Yi, please, Spirit, angels, ancestors, all our guardians and guides. Let's see what you've got for her on how to sort of reclaim her positive energy and how to handle some of these heavier, deeper emotions that are going on. Oh, I like this. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. Yui community, look at this. I think you're actually in exactly the right place you need to be at this moment. Having a good community is really important for you right now. That's actually one of the best things that you could do. Being with like-minded people, maybe doing some community work or outreach, you know, even charitable organizations, things like that. Anytime, you know, you're getting into that group, right? It brings that lighter spirit, you know, the rainbow, all of that. What a nice card. I mean, that to me fits right in. Oh, and on the bottom we have relaxation. Yeah. Take it easy. Take it easy, girl. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. That's a big thing. You know, just chill. I think that there's a little balancing action here, right? You've got the community on the top and the relaxation, which is sort of just doing things on your own. So it's good to have time to yourself to regroup, as well as having time spent with people who, you know, really connect and support you. That's just, it's like mutual support, you know, where one helps the other, and it's not this drama. And I think so, you know, what I feel just, you know, innately, just very intuitively on this is like being picky, being discerning about who you spend your time with, because if they're not, you know, contributing to your well-being, then they're contributing to your destruction, right? It's like, so it can't go both ways. They're either contributing actively to something good and harmonious, or they're kind of tearing you down because they don't feel like they're good enough, they don't have enough. So you have to be kind of picky about who you hang out with. Libras aren't always. My best friend here is a Libra. I know. Sometimes I just tell her, you don't have to hang out with people. And she's good about it. She is. She will put her foot down. She doesn't put up with it. I've seen her really evolve that way, which is great. Because Capricorns, we're a little different. We're a little different. We're like, you know what? You people suck, and I'd rather be by myself anyway. Grump. And we don't care. We don't care. We might be lonely, but we'd rather be lonely than hang out with someone that's crap. We're just like, no. But Libras, you guys, you're a relationship sign. You're not hermity and stoic and, you know, into the solitude like a Capricorn is. That's why they're very different. So I knew David would understand that. All right, let's see what we got. Past, present, future around this for you, please. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to put these up and then I'm going to clarify them, but I got to show you this. 2 of Pentacles. There's that balance card. 2 of Cups and balance. There it is. There it is, guys. Oh my goodness. Two of Pentacles is the balance. If things have gotten, like you said, if things have gotten heavy, if things have gotten too emotionally difficult or intense or just dragging you down, it's about bringing balance back into it, healing your heart. Again, you know, Two of Cups to me is hanging out just with people that you feel good with, that you feel connected with. If you don't feel that, don't waste your time or energy on them. I also just feel like that's how you cultivate better relationships of all kinds. But it is about doing things one day at a time. Don't worry too much in the future. Don't, you know, brood over the past. It's really staying in the moment, you know, that Two of Pentacles. It's like if you've been working too hard at this or putting too much effort into it, it's time to relax. Time to relax. And this Temperance card, the Balance card, right? That's their Sagittarius energy. 1 foot on the earth, 1 foot in the water. So it's, you know, it's balanced and practical. It's also in touch with its intuition and emotions. This is a card of resilience. I do think that you're a lot stronger than you realize, right? But to me, you know, the Sagittarius energy is very optimistic. It's very open. It's very upbeat. It feels good about where it's going. But yeah, it is, you know, that Temperance card is about balance, not wearing yourself out over this. Let's get some clarifiers on these cards, please. Yeah, there's your community yet again. This is a strong reading, Yu-Yi. Look at this. I've just got to... This is wild. I love it, though. Look at this. On top of both of our 2 cards, we have 3 cards, right? Because I do feel... And both of these, the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups, are both very strong community cards. They are. This is your group of friends, people that support you, people that make you feel happy, feel like celebrating life. It's obviously telling you, it's like if you've been working too hard, you need to have more fun, right? You need to talk to people that are like-minded and make you feel good and supported. And then this 2 of Cups has the 3 of Pentacles on top of it. I love how it's back. It's vice versa too. Pentacles, Cups. Pentacles, Cups. Water and earth. There's the balance. It's the balance. And to me, the 3 of Pentacles is community work. It's working together with other people, learning and teaching, both. Again, it's a feeling of community service, working together with like-minded people to create something that's good for everyone. I think it's wild. You know, you got both of the 2s clarified by 3s. And your Balance card, look at this, your Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, is clarified by our Queen of Wands, strong Leo energy. I feel like these next couple days will be really good for you because we're going to have the Sun in Leo and the Moon in Sagittarius the next few days. I feel like it's going to give you just a little bit of a chance to regroup. And also our Queen of Wands, we talked about her some tonight. That to me is re-embracing your self-esteem, your self-worth, cultivating your confidence, right? Believing in yourself again, because you said that. You're like, I question myself. I question, is it me? Is it something I'm doing wrong, right? Is it something about me? And I think that a lot of us, I think everyone to a degree goes through that, you know, when we really want more friends or we want to connect with more people. I've always been kind of, it's like I know a lot of people because of my reading work and my music work. But I always have that loneliness. That's a Capricorn thing. It really is. There's a bit of that loneliness because even though I know a ton of people, I feel like there's very few that I really, truly, deeply connect with where it becomes like a lifelong connection, right? And that can be tough. That can be tough. And there's a lot of people like you get involved or you get into, you know, a deeper relationship or connection and then you realize you're really very diametrically opposed, and it's not really like you did anything wrong. It's just they're not for you, or they just can't accept your weirdness. That's usually the case for me. They just can't accept that you're kind of different. You know, you walk to the beat of your own drum. And that's not a reflection on you, right? That's not, doesn't make you a wrong person or bad person, right? So I would say definitely step up into your own power and start to feel better about yourself. You're not doing anything wrong, right? You're just learning to be a little pickier and to really, you know, connect with people who really get you a little bit better. But I feel like some kind of community work or community connections, like even in here, is really good for you. That's what helps your heart to heal and helps you to become more emotionally confident. So let's see what we've got as a suggested approach. This is a great read. Look at that. Nice power card for you. That's a Libra power card, is the Empress there. It's a Venus ruled card, so it's Taurus, it's Libra. And so to me, it's like really being yourself, really cultivating your self-worth, getting creative, getting creative. She's a number 3 too. And those number 3s, you know, really are about like community, creativity, manifesting something very strongly, giving birth to your dreams. It's great. Yeah, be the Empress, Yu. Step into your throne. Step onto your throne. And the Magician. Wow. Strong suggested approach. Step into your power, girl. Both of these are about manifestation. Huge. And believing in yourself. And it's like, what, you know, put your mind to it, you can make it happen. It's such a strong reading. Oh my goodness. Right. It's a lot easier to put someone down for trying and failing than, you know, they're just sitting back there doing nothing and putting you down because you tried and maybe it didn't work the first couple of times. Like, yeah, well, at least I'm out here doing it. Sheesh. Exactly. Let's get a potential outcome here, but these are great. I mean, those are just excellent cards. It doesn't get better. You're gonna be fine. You are. Look at this. 6 of Wands is your potential outcome here. Victory, success, recognized accomplishments, more strong fire energy. So I just feel like it's going to turn out fine, you know? And I feel like a big part of this is just rebuilding your self-worth, rebuilding your happiness. Let's see what we've got as a, oh, let me get for a clarifier on the 6 of Wands first. These are such good cards. I almost feel like it doesn't even need much added to it. Page of Pentacles. This is great. I mean, to me, it's like, I do just feel like there's something new coming in. There's a new sort of energy. You might be really looking to have a new adventure, study a new course of thought or a skill, because Page of Pentacles has a lot to do with that, right? It's like, what's my next step? Where am I going next? Where am I investing my time and my energy and my resources? Good cards. Oh my goodness. And look at that on the bottom, the 8 of Cups. I'm saying you're walking away from some things. And it may be just negative people, Page of Swords types, immature, gossipy, small-minded. You know, that's the kind of stuff you're stepping away from. But there's definitely there's a leaving behind of some old energy and moving towards something that is way more fulfilling. And we know, right? You know, those 8 of Cups, those are the relationships, the connections that aren't fulfilling. It's like they might give you a little bit of what you need, but they don't give you all of what you need. Ooh, this one's deep. Your calling. is coming out in your affirmation. Your life's purpose is like an awakening to put your gifts and talents to good use and enjoy the journey of life. Wow. It is. I do. I feel this really, it's like, I just feel like it's almost like the message of this is like, your spirit and your heart are bigger than maybe what you've been experiencing so far. Like there's more. There's so much more. Like there's this really expansive, creative, powerful, overflowing energy around you. And it's just kind of like, it's time to expand past any limitations. Yeah. Yeah. Quite a read there. That's quite a read. Those are some wonderful cards, too. I mean, they're just so... Oh, yeah. There you go. Let me put Sharon in there. Good to see you, Sharon. Aw. Always happy to have you here in the chat. Yeah, I think we've all kind of been there, David. And it's like, you know, as we grow and we become more aware of ourselves, we change the kind of people that we accept and hang around with. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Yuyi. You're so sweet. Appreciate you. Aw. Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely let go of some people in my life, and some of them were friends that I had for many years. And it's not easy doing it, but like there was a friend of mine, this guy that I knew long time, and he had just become a total alcoholic, and it was just bad. And I had to just cut that friendship years ago. I remember that, and it was tough. It was tough because he was someone I'd known a very long time. Seen him through lots of ups and downs. But after a while, it was like his girlfriend had left him. He was so upset. He was so down. But she had to leave because she couldn't deal with it anymore. And then I ended up kind of backing off because it was like he had no interest in getting better. No interest in improving. And it was just, and it had gone on for a long time. And we were just like, sometimes you got to let people do their thing. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Silver Star. Thanks so much, sweetheart. Aw, you're very welcome, Miss Aries. We're a bunch of fiery folks, and here we are. Aw, appreciate that, babe. All right, so let's see who's next. Is Tasha, right? Or Nancy. Yeah, no, Nancy's next. Tasha will be number 4 because she switched spots with Yuyi. So Nancy is next, and then Tasha. Sorry, I got that mixed up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't watch network news. I can't do that. I don't believe anything they tell me anyway. Yes, and thank you, Tasha, for letting Yuyi take your spot tonight. It was very kind of you. Yeah, I don't believe the network news. Though I did see something hilarious last night on YouTube. Oh my gosh, guys, it cracked me up. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. It was I don't know how it popped. It popped up in my YouTube recommends. I had never seen it before. Y'all might have seen it before because apparently it was like something that made the rounds. Okay, sounds good, Nancy. But no, it was funny. It was an exploding whale. It was an exploding whale carcass. It was a news story that happened in 1970. And it was on one of the the little beach towns in Oregon, on the Oregon coast, which is really funny because I used to live in Oregon. So I know what those little beach towns on the Oregon coast are like. And apparently this huge dead whale washed into and got on the shore. Yeah, you've seen it. Yeah. And so nobody was willing to like cut the thing up or move it some way. And so they got like the damn Department of Transportation, or these guys came in and they're like, let's blow it up. So they just like packed it with explosives. And like all the little townspeople are like coming and hanging out. They're like eating their snacks. Like they're ready to watch it happen. They're like, oh boy. And then, you know, they blow the darn thing up. And of course what happens is all the like chunks and particles of the whale just go flying way further out than they thought they would. One big chunk of it hit some guy's car. And so they show the guy like looking at the hood of his car. And I'm like, how do you explain that one to your insurance? Well, there was this giant flying chunk of whale. They made a skit from that footage, yeah. Oh my goodness, it was too much. It just, I had to crack up because it was the way that they reported it. And they were like, the seagulls are going to clean it all up after we do this. And the seagulls like left after they blew it up. And they're like, where are those seagulls? They were supposed to clean this up. Like you can tell the birds what to do. I can't even imagine. But it was just the fact that it was in Oregon. Oregon is a weird place in the first place, and so it just cracked me up. I was laughing so hard. They're like, well, we figured out the wrong way to handle this. I'm like, you think? You can actually, like, when they blow it up and it's, like, flying everywhere, you can actually hear people kind of going, ah! It was a simpler time back then, you know, 1970, there was no internet, no cell phones, cable TV. They're like, this is the biggest thing that happens in town, right? That's like in a little town, it's like everybody knows about it. Everybody had probably gone down to the beach and already seen the whale. Oh, and got me bad. I showed that to my mom. She was laughing so hard. She's like, I can't believe this is real. She's like, this looks like a comedy skit. I was like, I know, but it actually happened. And the way that the way they used to report the news was so different. And there was like, especially like those local stations. It wasn't slick or sophisticated at all. It was just, oh my gosh, hilarious. All right, Nancy. So let's get back to you. I'm going to scroll up just a little and get your question again. But I had to tell you all about that. It sounds like most of you have seen it, but if you haven't, oh my gosh, it was funny. It was just like, you can't believe it was real funny. Okay, generally see about new companionship. All right, let's see what we've got. Right, dear angels, divine beings of light, ancestors, and guides. Let's see what we've got for our Nancy in the chat tonight. Whatever messages she most needs for her highest good, and anything to do with new love or new companionship coming in. Let's see what we have for her. I like that card. The card of enlightenment and awareness. I like that. That's a nice energy. It makes me feel like you're getting more in touch with your spiritual side, getting more in touch with the divine, and maybe also kind of seeing some things in a new light, from a new perspective. Very, very nice. What'd you say? It's raining whale. Can't even imagine having to go home like wash all your clothes, clean everything off. It's just unbelievable. I mean, there were people in the comments on that thing that said, hey, I was there, or my grandfather was there. They never forgot about it. You know, it's like, it's just one of those like crazy memories that probably kind of sucked and smelled bad at the time, but it's like, it's one of those funny stories that like you'll tell for the rest of your life. Because it's just so unreal. All right, Nancy, let's get you a past, present, and future on this. Some nice energy. Got a couple of knights in here, so I feel like there's movement. There's definitely movement. You've been working at some things with this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like, you know, you've been getting organized, getting prepared, maybe, you know, working some things through, maybe even getting ready to either move or take a trip. There's something with movement here. You've got the Knight of Pentacles in this, and you've got the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like there is movement here of some kind. There's some kind of movement going on. And it may take you a while, like it may have taken a while, or it may still be taking a little while for you to get going, because the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy. It's not super, super fast. But it has a good rate of success. The Knight of Pentacles is always the most successful knight. And we have the World. Wow, I feel like you've really completed some things. This could be like some really big cycles being ended and new cycles being begun. I have something in my eye right there. I'm just, oh God. I've been getting bunny fur. I'm dealing with bunny fur today with my eyes. But the World is the last card in the major arcana, so it really, to me, brings through those big cycles of life. It's a Saturn-ruled card, has that Capricorn energy to it. So it's like, you know, having lived down a lot of karma, gone through some karmic cycles, a lot of big lessons learned, big, heavy challenges overcome, all of that. I feel like there's something in your immediate past, or even right now, it's like you're coming full circle with something very strongly. Right in the center, present energy is the Wise Counselor, the same as the Hierophant cards. It's very, very strong Taurus energy, very earthy. Again, you know, to me, this taps nicely into that Enlightenment card, because it is a connection with a spiritually minded community, getting very devoted to your spiritual path, wherever it is that you're being directed. It is those keys to the kingdom, right? And it is a very divine connection. It's a very spiritual card. But it's really kind of like, it's putting your spirituality into practical use, right? Ten of Wands. Boy, there's a lot of completion of cycles going on for you. Look at that. We had this in the past. That's a big completion of a cycle. The World card. Ten of Wands is also, that's a completion of something that's been very challenging or burdensome or difficult. This almost feels like retiring from something, or completing a job, or finishing a big project that's been a big effort. Wow. But I feel like after all that, then your immediate future, here's where this Knight of Wands comes in. It's like, I'm getting out of here. Sagittarius energy. It's like, I'm moving forward now very quickly after a lot of work, a lot of effort. Wow, a lot of heaviness. Let's get a clarifier on this Knight of Wands, please. I feel like, you know, yeah, you're ready to move on. I feel like there's something that maybe you've been hanging out with, or someone you've been kind of waiting on, and if it's just driving you crazy, it's making you restless, like it's kind of like you're feeling like it's time to break free, because you might have been focusing so much on something or someone going a certain way here, right, that you might have missed some of these little golden opportunities, but they're going to keep presenting themselves. You don't have to stay sitting there waiting forever. I just feel like you're moving past something that you've maybe felt kind of stuck over for a while into the future here. And the Four of Cups deals with our emotions. Yeah. From grieving. Yeah. It can be, right? It can be. It could be that time to kind of move on, because it's like that really, you know, that Four of Cups, it's like those Three of Cups are really kind of consuming our attention or our focus or energy. Let's get a suggested approach on this. Let's see what comes up. Definitely, definitely. And I mean, it's this again, you've got cards that really tap into that. Look at that, you know, the Enlightenment. The suggested approach is the Four of Swords. So it's really releasing overthinking, getting into that place of relaxation, meditation, getting more rest if you need to, getting more, you know, self-care. Because this is a real healing card. It's like, you know, taking that armor off after the battle and giving yourself some time to just decompress, meditate, clarify, get in touch with whatever spiritually calls to you. The need to rest or take a vacation. Yeah, it says that right on the card. Insights that come from meditation, prayer. Yeah. Yeah, it's changing up the habits. Look at this. Wow, because we got that Devil card. I think, too, that once you get a little bit more mental relaxation and clarity, this is going to become real obvious, because the Devil is Capricorn energy, and it's those habits, right? It's those habits, those routines, especially when it comes to work. And it's kind of interesting to me, because that's something I always will bring up about the Devil card, because it is a Capricorn card. It's like, one of the most negative qualities that a Capricorn can have is working too much, like working so much that they're just not even happy with their work anymore. Like they're just doing it out of habit or out of, you know, escaping from dealing with what's really bothering them, right? So that's coming up very strongly here. But to me, the Devil is also a very self-empowering card. It's really telling you to free yourself from limiting situations or routines, right? And you can do it, because Capricorns can always, we can always do it. It's just getting over that stubbornness, right? But I definitely feel like there's the potential for overwork here, or having been working too much. And there's definitely a need for breaking away and relaxation. Let's get a potential outcome on this. Both of these came out. So I do, wow, this is, I'm going to take them both for the outcome. We've got the Balance, the Temperance card, and we've got the Three of Wands. So I do feel that this is very much a time to get in balance. If you've been working too hard, it's time to relax, right? And this is also kind of like, take a break, let things come to you. Let things come to you. Yeah. Whoa. On the bottom, we've got the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. So I would say don't engage with people who aren't worth your time, right? If they're just there to kind of steal your energy, or they're not contributing to your well-being, or they don't have a lot of integrity, or they're not a very upfront person, very honest, don't get involved. This is really about you cultivating, I think, your personal peace, your personal serenity. It's really very, very much about tapping into a strong spiritual path, right? And really getting deeper into that. Yeah. Let's get a affirmation on this. This one didn't turn out to be so much of a love read. This is really more about you. But I think it's real important that you kind of relax and let things come to you instead of chasing it down right now. look at that. Aw. Yeah. I feel like, too, you know, it's like, it doesn't mean that there's not love in the future. It doesn't mean that there's not that. It just means that right now, this is where you're focused. That's really it. So we have the Power of Angels card. May your angels protect you, guide you, and keep you safe. So that's a very strong one. And then on the bottom, we have the Eyes of Love. So that's a beautiful card as well. So focus your eyes on loving actions and speaking loving words, right? So it's like really aligning yourself to that loving, compassionate vibration and really tapping into your spiritual guidance and protection. That's coming up very strong, but there's some big cycles that have ended already or are in the process of ending. There's some huge things coming through for you there. Wow. All right. Very good. All right, Tasha, now we are ready for you. And for anybody who's in the list still, it's going to be, I'm on Tasha next. And then after Tasha is going to be Ms. Mindful and then Sharon. I know. I understand that too, David. Oh. All right, so Tasha, let's see what messages come out for you. We're just going to do a general read, see what comes out. Take care, Krista. Have a good evening. Yeah, thank you, Nancy. You're welcome. It was really nice. It is. It was a very spiritual reading. Really spiritual reading. All right, dear angels, guardians, guides, ancestors. Let's see what we have for our Tasha in the chat tonight. Whatever messages that she needs to be most aware of and are for her highest good, please share those with us. Wow. I'm feeling, and I don't know what's going on with you, Tasha, but I am feeling like a lot of like warmth in my heart chakra area. Kind of, it's like that's what I'm feeling. And it feels very emotionally strong. It feels very like almost wanting to cry and laugh at the same time. It's a lot. It's a lot going on in that heart center with you, I feel. The two cards, bottom and top, change and adventures. So I feel like there's a lot of movement around you right now. A lot of things are shifting. And I think if you can see these changes as positive and exciting rather than scary or, anxious, I think it'll open up a lot of doors and it'll start to really be very fulfilling. It'll move you in the direction of, greater adventures. It just makes you feel happier. Let's see what we've got in the tarot. Yeah, good. There's definitely a feeling like ooh, yeah. A lot of kind of fresh new energy. Wow. There really is a lot of water and a lot of air here. So we're starting out with the Four of Cups, right? I think this is in the past position, so I feel like you're kind of coming out of that, and it may be like you were feeling kind of stuck for a while, Maybe you feel like you missed some opportunities in the past even. So it's important to like not beat yourself up for that, because I feel like you're coming out of that energy. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, you cut that out big time. Yeah, you you moved on. Or in the process of moving on with the Queen of Swords. You're definitely cutting out that old energy of like procrastination, waiting around on other people to keep their side of the bargain, and, you know, not putting up with them if they don't follow through. Yeah. Really bringing things back into balance. I feel like you've let go of a lot of things that just weren't good for you. Right in the present moment, you've got the Page of Cups. Very nice. Very nice card. To me, this is opening up communication in a spiritual and emotional sense, right? This is apologies. This is, you know, forgiveness. It's, you know, greater heart connections. Communication of an emotional or spiritual nature. That's what's really strong for you right now. Wow, Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is in the future too. Pages are very youthful energy. They're very fresh new energy. So you may feel like there's a lot of new communication opening up. You might be talking to somebody soon, or you might be meeting somebody soon, to be honest. Like this could be a new romantic encounter. Somebody catches your eye, you catch theirs. There might be a big age difference. They might be younger than you, you know. Strong Gemini energy, Pisces energy, water signs, air signs. Yet again, going into the future here, Page of Swords. They might be kind of immature or younger somehow, you know, in some way. Like there's a youthful quality about this person. But I would say going into, you know, right now, the present and the future is the Page of Swords. So there's a lot of communication. There's a lot of thoughts back and forth. There's a lot of texting, a lot of phone calls, a lot of messages. And you're taking a more intellectual approach, you know, I think in some ways. It's like there's emotion there, but you're definitely thinking it, reviewing it, not just accepting it without giving it a little bit of thought. Yeah, you're on the fence. You said something about you're not sure if you want to do this or not. Yeah, you're definitely on the fence about this in the immediate future here. The Hanged Man is definitely, things have not completely come to fruition. It's like you're in that limbo state where it's like, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. This is Neptune energy as well, so there's something that needs to be released around this, and you're not sure if you should keep it or let it go. I think you'll make a decision for sure, you know, but I think right now you're weighing it, and you're trying to see things from different perspectives, right? From all the different angles. Let's get a suggested approach on this. Yeah. Keep it steady, one day at a time. Eight of Pentacles is definitely that, you know, steady as it goes. No need to rush super fast. Give yourself time to think things out. Focus on doing good work each day, right? You know, focus on what it is that you feel passionate about and, you know, invested in. Sometimes this can be learning a new trade or skill, or teaching someone else a trade or a skill. Can be taking a class or learning something new as well. Seven of Swords, babies. Yeah, I would also say part of maybe what you're feeling is hesitancy-wise is that maybe maybe you have been hurt in the past, or maybe you haven't gone through such a good time in love in the past, because that Seven of Swords can be really sneaky and really underhanded and not very honest. And so you really don't want to get hurt again, so you're taking your time. That's what I would say about this. Like, you're really slowing it down so that you really get to know what you're stepping into before you do it. That's a big part of what you're doing. Not that I don't necessarily feel like you're being lied to or you know, led astray this time, but I feel like it's something that you've dealt with before. It's a suggested approach, right? It's really to give yourself some time. Let's see what we've got as a potential outcome on this. Yeah, Six of Swords. I feel like you are very focused. A lot of swords in this reading. Page of Swords twice, Seven of Swords, and now we've got our Six of Swords. Outcome card. I do feel that you're going to do whatever makes you feel the most at peace, even if it's difficult, right? You're going to do whatever is going to bring you the most peace of mind, and steer you away from challenging, troubled times, conflict, dramas, arguments, etc. That's really what you're after, Tasha. Wow. Big swords. Ace of Swords. Yeah, and I think it's going to be very successful. It's a big victory. The Ace of Swords is, you know, aces are always the hand of spirit coming through and giving us some kind of a gift. And with the Ace of Swords, it's really a gift of clarity, consciousness clearing. You're gonna get what you need. Like, you'll know what to do. If you feel confused right now, or even in the near future, that's not gonna last forever. That's not gonna last forever. You're gonna know which way to go, to get you to the better outcomes. On the bottom, Three of Cups and Three of Wands. So definitely a good feeling of happiness, celebration, relaxation, time spent with friends, family, good news coming in. And I do feel like that. Like, good news is like coming in, something that's going to make you feel pretty happy. The Three of Wands is definitely like good stuff coming to you. And the Three of Cups is always that, like, yay. So I do feel this is a very positive read, but it definitely, like, you're taking things at your own pace. You really don't want to make decisions too quickly. And you don't really have a problem letting someone go if they don't feel right to you, as you do your kind of your research, your emotional research. So, you know, right now, I don't think it's coming out as to whether you will necessarily continue with this guy or not. I think you'll think it over. And when you know what to do, you'll move accordingly. Yeah, you don't want to make a mess, right? I mean, that's what it is. You don't want to get into something where it's just, you know, chaotic and argumentative and all of that. That's what you really don't want to get into. So you're giving yourself time to see all what's behind the mask. Yeah, you're giving yourself some time to make sure you're getting something good. Yeah, look at that, the timeout card. Yeah, because you got to relax. You got to take it easy. Take time out for a much needed break and relax. Yeah. Go with the flow. Go with the flow here. You know, that isn't really so much coming up, but I do feel like there's going to be communication with this Page of Swords energy. You know, that's not so much what I'm getting from this. It's more about you deciding whether or not you want it. That's more what it feels like. With the Seven of Swords, you could be concerned that there's something hidden or something you don't know about them yet. Your biggest concerns are probably, are they honest or not? And frankly, that is something that takes time, you know, and then you have to feel it out to dismantle that. It's hard to say whether they are a I don't feel necessarily that it's a dishonesty coming, but I just always be a little bit careful. Always be just a little bit careful with the Seven of Swords, because it can be that like they're not showing their full hand. They're not showing their whole self yet. And you might not be either. But that's okay. Like, you know, like I said, take your time. Let it unfold naturally. Don't stress yourself out about it. All right, Ms. Mindful, we've got you next. You know what, Tasha? I'm going to grab my angel answer deck real quick. And I'm just going to pull just a few cards on that for you. Just that yes or no question. I feel like that may help you a little bit with this one. I just do. Let's do that real quick. Wow. Oh my gosh, Tasha, it's really the same as what was in the reading. Look at this. Ask your angels. Don't worry about it. We already said that. Don't over worry it. No need to worry. And here's the recovery card. So I do feel like that message of taking a time out to really relax and not overthink or over worry, that's just being reiterated, right? I think you're learning to have more faith and more patience with getting to know someone here with this. And on the bottom it says get more information, right? That's what I feel. It's like you gotta talk more, you gotta connect more. It's, in a way, maybe it's too soon to know, right? Things have gotta take their course, but you do need to relax and tune into your spiritual guidance. Yeah. That's pretty funny how those sometimes can just like confirm. Okay, Jules, did I miss your question? Yeah, she's here. Yeah, no rush. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. My insistent little beetle is with us tonight, too. It's always tapping on my window trying to get in. That's true, David. You're never alone, I'll tell you that. We may feel that way sometimes, but we're really not. That's a tough one for Capricorns. It can be. I think that of almost all the signs, I think Capricorn battles that feeling of loneliness almost the worst. It is just such a thing with the goats. And it's a weird thing because most Capricorns, in a lot of ways, don't mind solitude. They don't mind their own company, right? but then they get real lonesome. And it's almost like they want it, but they don't want it, and it's weird. Yeah, Pisces too. I got a lot of Pisces in my chart, and I understand that. And you know, for Pisces, it's a little different. For Pisces, it's that longing. It's that longing. Pisces and Capricorn both have a little of that melancholy. That's why the Capricorn goat has that fishtail. It's a little bit of that Pisces energy, right? Yeah, they don't talk enough about that fishtail on that goat. That's what can be tough. Yeah, yeah. For me, I know, Nancy, it's that combo of the Capricorn and the Pisces. So it's like I really, you know, the Pisces people, with that Pisces influence, you really long for those soul connections and those wonderful, like real strong, like spiritually connected, committed kind of relationships and friendships. And those are just a big deal. Those are a real big deal. Yeah, Pisces can always feel a little bit lost without love and without companionship and friends. It's because they're like, we should all be flowing together as one big spiritual unit, you know? Yeah, I understand that, Nancy. Aw. We do care about you, David. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here, babe. Yeah, I would say that's always my, like, I have all that tough Capricorn, but my Achilles heel is my Venus in Pisces. Oh, I'm such a hopeless romantic in that part of my soul. Ah! Even though I've been hurt in love, it's still that like little grain of belief that's like, no, I still believe in love. I still believe in friends. I still believe, even though I've been smashed all over the place. Mom's doing good. My mom is doing good. My dragon mom. She's been all right, you know. Her stomach's been bugging her. So has mine. And I keep thinking it's the heat. I really think. I think it's the temperature. I really do. This time of year can really get my stomach. But overall, she's doing fine. The cat's being hilarious. We've been really laughing with the cat this past week. She's really funny. Freaking cat's hilarious. Oh my gosh. She's part Maine Coon, and so she doesn't really have a normal meow. She talks, and it's funny. She's just like, if she wants something or she's grumpy about something, she'll just come up to you and be like she's like expecting you to know exactly what she's talking about. She's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jules. That's always the worst when you have like somebody you have to work with regularly. I've been there. I've been there. It's been some time, but I've gone through it. I know what that's like. And it puts you in that weird place. Like you kind of have to tiptoe around them. Jules' question is above. Okay. Where my family groove. New social media platform. Bread and butter job is stressful, so moving forward, what is good? All right. Any love interest? Let's see what comes out. Let's see what comes out. Okay. All right. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Our wonderful Jules is here. And I would love to get some info for her about what's going on with work. What's the best way for her to proceed and progress. And any relationship info that you may have as well. Just whatever messages she most needs. Wow, that card. Opportunity and new beginnings. Wow. That's pretty wild. I mean, that to me is like, could be opportunities for new beginnings coming up. Probably in more than one area. of life. You know, to me, that opportunity, that crescent moon, that waxing moon, right? It's like things building up to fullness. I also love that Venus just went into Libra. I know you're a Libra rising. That's really going to be nice the next couple weeks, especially like 3 to 4 weeks. Wow. Yeah. It's going to make you a lot more charismatic. It makes you more approachable, if that's even possible. But, you know, it gives you even extra blessings of charisma, attractiveness, friendship, and connection when Venus is transiting across your rising sign like that. Because your rising sign has a lot to do with the way that people first perceive you, the way you package yourself, the way you present yourself. So to me, Jules, that's really nice. It's a nice energy coming in. And of course, because both Jupiter and Saturn, especially Saturn, is in Aquarius, as you know, this is just a really big time of rebuilding yourself. For all Aquarians, you're really going through it. Trust me. I know y'all are going through. I've got Aquarius rising, so Saturn is moving through my first house. I know, this is all about rebuilding yourself, your identity, who you are, what you're about, you know, kind of from the ground up. And a lot of things are going on too with that 4th, 5th house transit with you, because you got that Capricorn Aquarius right there on that soul line. So I just feel like there's a lot happening, you know, from the inside out. It's like the things that are happening in your home, family, personal life, are having a reflection on what's going on with your work and career and that more public life. If that makes sense. Let's get some tarot on this for you. But I would keep my eyes open for opportunities that, you know, open doors to new beginnings, because, boy, those two cards, it's like, yeah. Wow. Okay, Jules, everything's fiery. Everything's fiery. Immediate past is the 10 of Wands. Very challenging times. Difficult cycles coming back around. This may be still kind of weighing heavy on you. But the present energy is the Ace of Wands. So to me, this is those big, bold, brand new beginnings, passionate new starts, fire and vitality, energy, enthusiasm, optimism all returning. Big gift from Spirit. And I feel like going into the future, we've got the 9 of Wands, which is really like standing up and protecting what you've created or what you're working on. Feeling like, you know, it's like there might be some fatigue, right, going into the future, because it's like you're really on that, like, I'm going to fight for my right to party. But it is, you know, that's a warrior spirit. This is a lot of fire energy. Let's get some clarification on each one of these. Let's start with this 10 of Wands. And I do feel like, you know, in the immediate past and maybe even right now, you're working a lot and you may be working too much, right? And there's a need for rebalancing your life. Letting others help you or taking time out when you need to is really important. Because it's kind of like, wow, I mean, too much. It's like, oh, yes, mucho, mucho amor. From the spirit of Walter Mercado. Look at this, Jules. 9 of Wands on top of this 10 of Wands. I just feel like you're tired. Like there's a part of you, you've been working really hard, like probably too much. And there's a lot of stress. And you may even feel like you're carrying your stress home with you and you don't want to be doing that. But it's really hard for you to just put it down at the end of the day, or it has been. Wow. I mean, these wands, these wands. But at the same time, it's like this fire energy can be kind of stressful and challenging, but it's also not bad. It's not bad, right? That Ace of Wands in the center, that's your present energy, which is very positive. It's very upbeat. Again, even on the card, it says an amazing opportunity. And you started out with this card of opportunity. Be bold, courageous, optimistic, take action, do what you're passionate about. Wow. I mean, it's just all that message coming through. It's really keeping your eyes open. I mean, I don't know if you'd want to even change jobs, even if you took something that was kind of similar, but maybe a little more relaxed, a little less high voltage, because this feels very high voltage, you know? I feel like your guard is up too. And if there's been somebody difficult at your job, yeah, it's like it's got you more on guard. That's why you've got this Nine of Wands coming and going. Wow. Huge, huge. Ace of Wands clarified with the Ace of Pentacles. I just feel like this is like huge tangible gifts coming in. I mean, it's like really look for the signs, look for the opportunities. It might be time to like update the resume if you haven't already. Start being open to new work, new jobs, new positions, new something. This could be like a really good job offer. That's just what that kind of feels like. It's powerful. Two aces in the center. That's powerful. So again, going into our future, our Nine of Wands. Protect what you've created. Be prepared. Never give up. Ask your angels for help. Environmental activism, animal rights, and charities. So that's something that could be another point of opportunity, right? Sometimes that kind of nonprofit work can be really empowering. Grief, girl. Yes. Look at this. Every single one of these, except for that Ace of Pentacles, has been a fire card. And you doubled up the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Some big fire energy, hun. And I really feel like there could be something brand new knocking at your door. Maybe more than one something news. I feel like your guard is up, and it's like you don't want it to be so up that you can't let this in, because there's definitely, I mean, wow. Powerful, powerful reading. So concise. I mean, it's like everything coming in here is just boom, boom, boom. You might be feeling kind of just like your temper is going to flare too. You might be feeling real fiery. It might be everything you can do to not just just let it all out. The dragon breathing some fire in this reading. Let's get a suggested approach because this is a lot. This is a very, 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 very strong reading. This is a spicy meatball here. This is that hot curry. Extra pepper. It just doesn't stop, does it? Does it, Jules? So, but definitely look at this. Two of Wands. So again, a card of new beginnings, new doors opening. I would take a little time out to just pursue or peruse what job openings might be around that might be a little better, feel a little better to you. Yeah, that's, you know, to me, that's a card of taking the next steps, making new choices, partnering with others who share your goals, expand your plans, continue to move forward. You know, Two of Wands is new beginnings. And the Ace of Wands is new beginnings. Big, bold new beginnings. And you might not be going it alone, right? You might not be going it alone. That's a thing that I can also feel with this. Let's get a clarifier, please, for the Two of Wands for Jules. Page of Swords. Yeah, I feel like communication is real important, or initiating communication, because pages are new energy, messengers. Keeping an open mind to how this could manifest is important too, because, you know, sometimes we can really get into that place where it's like, oh, I tried this, I did that, or this is the only way it can ever be, or this is the only kind of job I can ever have. So yeah, I think that this is also saying, put the messages out there, put the feelers out there, see who would want to like align with you, or even start a new project, a new business, or go into business yourself even. Maybe not so much going into business yourself right now, but it could be a thought. It could be a thought. This is, yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot of initiation and new energy. Definitely put the feelers out. I mean, this is to me like, start something new. Start something fresh. Even if it means, you know, getting a different kind of job in a similar vein to what you're doing now. It may feel just lighter and not quite as heavy. Because, you know, there's two sides to that coin of all these wands. It's like on one side, it's exciting, it's enthusiastic, it's bold, it's fresh, it's new. It's like all these, you know, great new potentials and opportunities. But it can also just, it can wear you out, because it's like you're exerting so much force, so much fire. And it's like you constantly got to have fuel to keep you going. Whew. It's just all fire, Jules, except for that. Yeah, look at this. Three of Wands on the potential outcome. So planning for the long term, abundance from past choices, pride in the success of your labors, and be patient as you decide what's next. But definitely put it into motion, because this is definitely rock and roll. Opportunity, new beginnings, new offers, big, bold, new life choices. And the Page of Pentacles. I mean, to me, it's like, it's, you know, you got Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. It's like, definitely there is this, give yourself some time to research what you want to do. What's the next adventure? Where do you want to, you know, where do you want to invest your time, your energy, your resources? Wow. You might even be, you know, sometimes the Page of Pentacles can be like taking a course or a class, updating skills, etc. Sometimes it can be that included with it. But on the bottom, look, we've got the renewal, the judgment, resurrection, rebirth. I just feel like this is like something brand new rising up. And then the Eight of Pentacles. So it's like slow and steady. Take it one piece at a time. But I definitely feel this is huge initiations. Huge messages from Spirit to just bring about great change. Intense. Really intense, but like beautiful at the same time. So, yeah. It's a very powerful reading. It's like fireworks coming out of this one. And obviously, Jules, you might be aligning yourself with some fire people, because, you know, the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, very, very, very strong. A little bit of earth in here too, but mostly fire. I think too, you know, pay attention to this, to the feeling of enthusiasm. Pay attention to feelings of passion. Like if there's something you're considering or someone you're considering in the future, does it feel good? Does it feel like, oh, I can't wait to try that, or I really want to do that, right? It's like, because that's what fire is to me, you know, it's that like, it's that spark. It's why I like being a fire dragon, because it's that like, ooh, you know, it's like you just have that unquenchable sort of flame about things, right? That's how I feel about this kind of work. I just always love doing it. It's my fire. You know, there's things you get fiery about. So your affirmation cards, miracles out of mistakes. Use your mistakes to inspire and empower you to face brighter days ahead. And to me, this is like, this always reminds me a little bit of Bob Ross. You know, we don't make mistakes. We just have happy accidents, right? And then here on the bottom, step into the unknown. Curiosity keeps us heading down new paths, so take a chance, right? Yeah. And if you could get yourself into, you know, a day-to-day job that made you feel just more peaceful, a little less stressed, because I know, like, medical world, it's tough, you know, it's very demanding. Yeah. I'm so glad you're doing the writing, because I've always felt very strongly about that with you, about communication and writing and all that. Just, folks, I can't. I can't. The fire! Look at that! Jules, this is the fieriest reading I think I've ever done. You are a passionate, feisty, fiery girl right now. I did miss the troll, Gwen. Y'all were so quick on it. I didn't even see what they said. I was like, who was that? Boom. I was like, oh, they're gone. It's all right. SWAT. Oh, it's fine with me. We don't need them around. Yeah, sometimes we get those. There's the sexual trolls, there's the religious trolls. Sometimes we just get the funny trolls. Those are the best. Just the funny ones that are kind of playful and dumb. Nice. Yeah, Ms. Mindful, if you ever have links to share, feel free to do so. Yeah, fabulous read. Oh my gosh, y'all are bringing the heat tonight. We always know it. And so we are down to our last person in the list. We are on Sharon, our fabulous nasty woman. And she's a Pisces herself. So whenever you've got your question in mind, Sharon, which I know you do, you can go ahead and share that with us. About the month of September, okay. I'll turn on my little lizard, my little light up lizard here. Let's turn, he's a fire salamander. And he glows. And he has fire on his back, so you know I gotta turn him on. He has little settings, like you can make him, he'll flash a little bit. Yeah, I love him. Little Bruni, the fire salamander. That's such a cutie. Little fire buddy. Yep. Aw, thanks, Sharon. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish he could just hang out in the plant here. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. There you go. He's in there. And then he's just going to light up every once in a while. That's adorable, actually. He's just peeking out from the plant. See if we can make that happen. Oh, that's adorable. Come on, kid. There you go. He just randomly lights. Oh, it's so cute. That's adorable. He's like hanging out in my plant now. Take care, David. Have a good evening. We'll see you soon. All right, so let's get a September preview here for Sharon. Let's get a September preview. My little light up lizard in the bushes. All right. Let's see what we got for our beautiful Sharon, our fabulous Pisces. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Let's see a preview of the month of September for our Sharon here. Anything that you want to show her for her highest good? Any messages or influences that she needs to be aware of coming towards her? Wow. Healing chaos. Oh my goodness. So you might be doing a lot of calming things down. That's going to be Virgo season. September is. So this could be really, you know, being at the eye of the storm to calm the chaos, to calm the changes, to calm the transformations, healing old conflicts, healing old arguments, smoothing the waters over. Very nice. You might be the mediator, the diplomat, the counselor, the one that calms people down. Wow. There's a huge stepping away from conflict, chaos. Oh boy. That's a huge theme for September. It looks like this is, you know, kind of how the month starts out. 6 of Swords. The end of challenging times, moving towards happier places, better people, leaving behind conflicts, drama, all that junk, leaving behind the dark clouds, going towards more peaceful times ahead. Could also be, you know, the end of sadness, illness, travel, relocation, finding your way to a peaceful place. It's a welcome relief. Look at this Lovers card. That's nice. That's really nice. And I feel like a lot of this, you know, leaving behind chaos and difficulty, it's like, it's not just romance, of course. It you know, there is this emphasis on romance with the Lovers, but it's not just that, right? Because it's a Gemini card. It's communication, it's agreements, you know, healing communications. So I feel like this has a lot to do with all aspects of your love life, friends, family, connections. It's like going towards better relationships, like literally going towards better relationships. Right in the center, we have our Wheel of Fortune. Wow, Wheel of Fortune right in the, you know, in the middle of the month. This is like mid-September, and this is Jupiter energy. So I feel like this is things coming out of stagnation, the wheel turning in your favor. You might be moving in the month of September, or thinking about it at least, because this just feels like movement. It feels like change. But it can be unexpected progress, end of delays, positive changes, expansion, right? It's an expansive energy, opening up to new possibilities. Oof, boy, I just want to flip. Come on, guys. Just one, please. Just one, please. Clarify the wheel. Yeah, aw. Look at that. Look at that. Two of Cups clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like things move forward in relationships. Love relationships, friendships, family relationships and connections. Two of Cups is a very hard healing card, you know. The Caduceus in the middle, you know, has a lot to do with that. It's really coming back together. It can be really forgiveness, you know, just that wonderful, peaceful feeling. And it's interesting, you know, through all the general reads that we did tonight, and even all the personal reads we did tonight, the Lover's card never came up. But in your reading, Sharon, it's coming up twice. So you got some big old love energies. As the month of September unfolds, this very strong love energy. I mean, I feel like this can definitely be healing conflicts, healing energies between you and others, but this could also be meeting somebody new. It could be a love connection. When you got the Lovers in there twice and the Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, that's pretty nice. I'm just gonna say. I also love in this deck, you know, we have Archangel Raphael on this card. So it really is, well, it's, you know, a healing kind of love. And again, you know, there's again that energy, that message on the Six of Swords and on the Lovers of healing from illnesses or depression. So that can be part of this as well. Better health, making choices from the heart. Here comes that Page of Swords. That's some strong Gemini energy. Strong Gemini energy there for you, Sharon. Because the Lover's card is the major, you know, for Gemini. Page of Swords is a little Gemini, buddy. This is a lot of talking. This is a whole lot of talking and communication going on. Very, very strong. Like, I do feel. Make sure that you drink plenty of tea and take care of your voice, because I have a feeling you're going to be doing a lot of talking in September. And look at that. It just keeps continuing. There's a Page of Cups in the suggested approach. So this is definitely emotional communication. This is a strong Pisces card too. Very strong Pisces card. So I do feel, you know, this again, this is forgiveness. It's apologies. It's being very open back and forth. It's loving communication. It can sometimes be romantic communications. Heightened psychic abilities and intuition. So it's very nice. It's just a good energy there. And, you know, the pages are youthful. The pages are a youthful spirit, and they're messengers. We have Page of Swords and Page of Cups in here. So I do feel like this is a new way of seeing things, a new way of communicating some as well. And the Nine of Wands. Wow. I mean, to me, this is like letting your guard down, because, you know, the Nine of Wands can be, you know, where you've really had your guard up, or you have fought something for a long time, or there's been some kind of conflict, or some kind of, you know, where you might have been sort of at odds and having to feel like you're standing your ground and you're tired, right? It's like, this to me is like letting your guard down and allowing, you know, emotional and spiritual healing and communication to come in. It's really beautiful. Hey there, Herc. Hey there, Colin. Good to see you in the chat. And let's get a Let's get an outcome on this month of September. Let's see what's going on for Sharon for this end of September, y'all. Very loving month. A lot of decisions to make here, Sharon. And it's kind of interesting, you know, this is sort of wrapping up the energy of September, which is, you know, it will be Virgo, and then at the end of the month it'll go into Libra, and the Two of Swords is a Libra card. But this is like decisions you gotta make. Don't overanalyze the situation. Don't procrastinate. You might have some choices that you gotta make. Could be a work decision. Could be a work decision for you with that Eight of Pentacles, because that is definitely a work card. That is working at things one day at a time. You know, taking your time to do really good work and focus on something. So you might be deciding between jobs. You might be saying, well, should I take this? Should I not take that? That's some choices that gotta be made. Eight of Pentacles can be a little bit similar to the Page of Pentacles. It can sometimes be taking a class, learning something new, or teaching somebody something you already know, right? It can be that teacher-student kind of vibe. I do feel like you're moving beyond something. And yeah, again, you had the five, you know, the Six of Swords. You also have the Five of Swords on the bottom with Chariot. And to me, this is, again, moving past difficult people, difficult circumstances. And Pisces folks, you know, you deal with a lot of energy thieves, narcissists, and vampires, because Pisces folks are just such a rich source of spiritual inspiration and energy that they really are attracted to that, for good or for ill, right? So it's like you really have to stand up for yourself, you know, and you know, and that may be part of why, you know, when we talked about having your guard up, right? You have had your guard up, and that's not wrong to do that. It's at times, right, with that Nine of Wands. So it's, to me, it's like, be open with the right people, be on guard with the wrong ones, right? Let's get a affirmation for you here, Sharon. But it looks like September is pretty nice. I mean, it's definitely one of the most romantic and loving kind of readings of the night, for sure. You know, it's real funny how you don't have to necessarily ask for a love read to get a love read. I'll tell you that. It's like Spirit's going to show you what they want you to see. It's always the truth. I always say that. If that loving energy is going to come through, it's going to come through, right? If that's where you're being directed, it's going to come through. But to me, this is a lot of heart healing, emotional and spiritual communication. You may have some decisions to make around a job or work. But overall, this feels like a lot of movement, potential travel, potential moving, coming out of stagnation, both tangibly and emotionally. It's very, very nice. Wow. Wow. Both of these have a similar vibe. I pulled the one from the top and the bottom. So the first one on the top was Light of Hope. Hope gives us positive feelings and energy to accomplish what we desire. And on the bottom, ooh, is the Chosen card. Look at that. Make a difference in people's lives. So yeah, that's gorgeous. Both of these have a very similar vibe to me, the way that the art is laid out. Yeah, that's great. But I love that Healing Chaos card. I love that tornado there. And you see the little butterflies, you know, coming out of it. It's all about transformation, metamorphosis. Yeah. Oh, and even on the bottom is change. There's a lot of change in this read. A lot of change, a lot of love, though. A lot of love, Sharon. This is a very romantic reading. So keep your eyes open for that as well. I'm just saying. There could be something good coming towards you. All right, guys, we are all done. Amazing. We had a great night. Yes. She deserves it too, don't she? She deserves some good things. My goodness. We all do. We all do. The long message from Herc. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you. Seeing you on the Pride Month celebration. Yep, I was there. I was there. And I remember you. I've seen you in the Nasty Women's chat. I have seen you there as well. So, yeah. Very nice. Good to see you here. I'm glad you're joining our chat this evening. Oh yeah, thanks for letting me know, Gwen. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're you're almost always in their chat, in their lives. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much to everyone who's been here tonight. Gosh, we had so many of our moderators. We had Krista. We had Silver Star. Who else is here? Gwen, our fabulous Virgo Gwen. Nasty Women is a mod here too, which I sometimes forget. Oh, okay. Herc is the one that he mixes the drinks and makes the snacks and flirts with the ladies. Okay. Thank you so much, Gwen. Thank you, Constance. I see you out there. Oh, that's hilarious. It's good to have your energy here, Herc. That makes me think of the famous DJ, Cool Herc. Oh yeah, one of the originals. One of the original legendary hip-hop DJs. He is wild on our Tarot Lounge Tuesdays. All right, guys. Well, have a great night. I'm going to be working on full moon readings to post this coming week. And so I'll probably be kind of busy. I hope that my energy will be good this week. Sometimes I get in here and do a midweek reading session, live stream. Sometimes I jump in here on like a Wednesday. If not, I'll definitely be back. I always do Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and Sundays here starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And I usually do open up the chats after I do the general reads for the personal questions. I always try to do it whenever I have the energy. So yeah, well, thank you guys. Have a wonderful night from the dragons. Is my lizard still on? I think he has a timer. He turns off after a while so he doesn't burn himself out. But from all us dragons, have a great night, y'all, and we'll be seeing you soon. Take care.